Hello. So, we have a topic to discuss, and I'm going to go about this in an impartial way, where if the person in question wants to come up and say the piece, or if someone who, supports this person wants to say the piece, that is allowed. So, what I'm going to do is send the link. Is Bill Locksmith? No. But I have to just share the link now. Okay. Trying to make sure is audio good? I feel like I don't know. It was kind of weird. There was like some crackling sound. Okay, one if the audio is good. Yeah, I think it's good. So, Alan, MVP cat, check ban list when you get a chance. Yeah, no one really should be banned. Okay, we're good. All right, so now I'm going to send the link. That's good. All right, we have certain people that are going to say their piece, but just making it very clear that, just because, I have a position on this, that doesn't mean that, I want it to be, rigged towards another side. Anyone can go up and speak. So that's the setting. We're going to say our thing, they're going to say their thing, and figure out what this is about. Hey, Dragonfly ones.
Hey, Rye.
So yeah, do you have any word on the other person?
I'm sure they will be here very soon.
All right, I think
They're in
probably.
chat.
But yeah, so this is kind of necessary because I mean, he was essentially. Oh, I just got an alert that friend of yours. What is there feedback?
Hey, Brenda.
Yeah, that's me. Hang on, sorry, my bad.
I was getting everything set up. Everything set up will be amazing. Try it. It'll look better.
She gone.
No, gone. Yeah, Brent's gone now. Yeah, if there's any mods, regularly, if they want to, like, if they want to reshare the link, I want to make the link, readily available for anyone to go on, and let anyone on. I don't know where anyone else is. All I know is the people that I'm talking to, and I'm just simply inviting anyone on. So if you're in the anyone category, you're invited on. So I'm not sure how to introduce this, but
Let's wait for Brenda to get back up. Is she backstage?
No, she's not.
Little brat.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Yeah, you think I should introduce it or?
Go for it.
All right, so now there's a lot of context. I could see people not having any idea what this is about, so I have to really start from the beginning. So Bill Powell is a person who essentially, I guess, now I'm just describing him out in terms, but I guess kind of like was kind of like a watchdog, I guess, of the community. Does that make sense? Oh, did we lose you? We have.
I thought you were just talking to the chat. I didn't know you were talking to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got Brenda. Are you there, Brenda?
Are you there?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Ryan, you have
Yep.
a rogue mod. My main account is banned, hidden your channel. If I'm banned, I'd hate to see who else is banned. You probably need to do a mass unban and thin out your mods ASAP. Okay, actually, I don't know. I mean, I'll do that, but thanks for the $10. But actually, I'll actually take care of that right now. I don't want anyone banned. I don't know. I didn't think anyone was banned. Hold on. I'm just learning about this for the first time. Hold on. No, we would have anyone banned because I tell people it's not banned. You know. So actually, let's do that. Let's start the topic with unbanning. We'll actually just unban everyone. Oh, there's certain people that should not be mods.
Why does she keep?
Hold up. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I don't really see anyone. Oh yeah, there definitely is a rogue mod. All right, I'm just going to
It's
do
probably Victor.
Yeah, it's Victor. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna just do a mass unban. I don't know. Do I want to do that? All right, I just did a mass unban, so now no one is banned. I just did a mass unban.
It's gonna get wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we'll kind of work on like we'll figure it out on Brenda's end, but I want to say what this is about. So Bill Powell was kind of positioned as a kind of like a watchdog in the community of of predator catchers, and so
I was just kidding, Victor.
he would kind of call. I think he originally called out Mr. Peanut Butter for what he did. He was basically like blackmailing women to like send them news or something. Now I'm talking about Mr. Peanut Butter. Now I'm just explaining who he is. But like I'm saying that I think he basically got rid of Mr. Peanut Butter, from what I know. And so it's kind of like stuff like that, where if there's someone who's I guess shouldn't be in the community, he would kind of be the person to do something about that person, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is from multiple accounts, he would himself engage in a good amount of inappropriate behavior. Now, I want to be 110% clear. You know, I'm not gonna say like when I said in the community post like a predator. I'm not gonna say like that there's an allegation that I know of or anything like that of any uh like I guess sexual crimes of any kind. Like I don't know of any uh you know rape or sexual assault or anything with kids or none of that. So I'm explaining kind of like what this isn't about and what this is about. So basically, there was a pattern of inappropriate behavior that has existed for many people, and it consistently checks out. When I originally raised the great grandma issue, he was the closest to the great grandma account, from what I know of. And because he was acting really sketchy, I was basically questioning it. So, that's kind of why I all that happened. I mean, I released the chat logs and I read them and everything, and I don't know. And I don't know. I try to really be good about like being transparent of information. If there's any information that should be released, just ask for it to be released, and I'll release it. But yeah, so I'm just trying to make sure I check all my boxes here. But once I was kind of questioning him about that, he kind of there was kind of a pattern of him attacking credibility of certain people that would speak out to him. And I have received many accounts of, inappropriate behavior, and it has the same consistent pattern. They don't know each other, and that's what we're going to talk about. And pretty much throughout the great grandma process, I think he was worried that these people would speak up, and worried that maybe I would present, which I'm doing now, what people are speaking up about, because to attack our credibility. So he said a lot of things. He said, that Brenda, wanted to like invite Bill Powell to like a trip or something, and that never happened. Just a bunch of things. I don't know. I guess like I want to like say the story for you, but he was in many ways he was trying to attack many people's credibility. But just starting out, in general, what do you? I don't know. Does anyone want to say anything about what their account is? Oh, the audio issue. Yeah, I think we're having an audio issue. Is Brenda Dragonfly there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ryan. Sorry.
Is Brenda there?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So, first of all, we're actually on Bill's panel, and he was kind of actually. I'll say this: how Brenda got invoked was Brenda has actually been out of the community. Really, I think, is that fair to say? Oh wow!
More or less, yeah.
Man,
she has been.
I don't know why she keeps getting kicked out.
She texted me, said she was playing with the settings. I told her to stop.
Okay, yeah.
But she's obviously not stopping.
I don't know. Are you there?
I'm sorry, guys. I keep getting text messages, and then when I go to answer them, of course, you know how it closes that window, and it just keeps popping me off. So no texting, Bill. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're good. Yeah. So,
Oops.
on the panel, he tried to present, like, originally before this, he was trying to present that somehow Brenda, and people were saying this, that somehow Brenda was like putting in my head that Bill Powell was great grandma. I stressed that was a very crazy theory, because what happened was I was explaining how Bill was being, basically it was the thought was I thought Bill was being sketchy about the great grandma situation. So what happened was Koopa High was messing with the audio and slowed it down and said, "Whoa, this sounds like this like it's slowed down." So it doesn't sound like a slowed down old lady. It sounds like a guy, a regular guy's voice, when you slow it down. Like, that shouldn't happen. And when he played it, I heard Bill Powell. Now, my thinking is, I think that sounds like Bill Powell. Some people said it didn't. I kind of think it is. And you know, and I don't know. Like, would Brenda have anything to do with it? Like, I was sketched out by Bill, and like how he was handling the great grandma situation. Koopa High sent me the audio, and I thought it was Bill, and then we decided to do a panel. Like I did show Brenda amongst other people in a chat. And this is kind of how I presented it. Was I said, like, who does it sound like? Like, that's it. Just who does it sound like? In my mind, it was Bill Powell. Like, it sounded like Bill Powell. But another account was, I don't know, whatever. I mean, but yeah, I don't see how Brenda would be in the equation or what that would have to do with anything. Like, just logically. Like, Kupai shows me an audio, I make an interpretation, we do a panel. So, yeah, like, I don't like, Brenda couldn't be in the equation. And we actually have another person in panel. Hello.
Hello?
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 Hello.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're saying that Brenda had no idea that you were calling Bill's great grandma?
Wait, your audio, something's wrong with your audio. I don't know what it is. It's like,
It sounds very muffled.
yeah, muffled.
Okay. I'm not sure if you can fix that on your end or.
And this isn't even really about great grandma. So we're
Yeah, I was just introducing it.
yeah, so this is really not even necessary.
It started from great grandma though, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
That's how it all started.
Yeah,
we
but
can
that's
talk.
not the point of tonight.
Yeah.
Ryan saying yeah, but you taking over because you don't want me to speak the facts. So
What facts, Bobby Joe?
You can
I just
say
don't
it.
want you up here running your mouth over something that the stream isn't really even about.
running your it all started from so let's start from how Bill got accused and you guys sent messages from a group message to Ryan, and then Koopa made the video, so then Ryan sent you the audio and y'all figured it was Bill being great grandma. That's how y'all said.
Incorrect.
No.
Yep.
So
That's
what
how
happened,
y'all said it on panel. So how is it incorrect?
because here's why it's incorrect. Because Koopa High wasn't in our group chat.
No, I didn't say that. You got the audio from Koopa High and then put it in your chat with Mackenzie and Brenda, and you said, I quote, you said, who does this sound like? And y'all said Bill.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I presented it to them. They didn't present it to me. I put it in their heads, not the other way around. That's what I just said.
Maybe on me up.
Correct. Like, we agree. I presented the interpretation of that audio as Bill Powell, not Brenda, not the other way around.
Because you just said, who's it sound like? And
I did. I said, no, so I had already thought it was Bill Powell. I can in text exchanges with Koopa High, I said it sounded like Bill Powell. And if I have Koopa High's permission, we can play those, we can show those screenshots. But we had a conversation before with Bill Powell, which I can show. That I said to Koopa, have you heard how Bill Powell sounds? And then I played the audio back, and it said, he kind of did agree. It sounded like him. No one said any, like, it's definitely him. But we had a conversation where I speculated that it was Bill Powell, and then I presented that, thinking it was Bill Powell, thinking it sounded like Bill Powell to them. So
and we both thought the same thing.
Without him telling us who.
Right.
He's presented it and said, who do you think this sounds like, guys?
So it's not just me.
So do you know when y'all put an audio and a voice changer, it could change to anything. You guys
No,
just
it can't.
jumped to
Not true.
speculations.
That is not
It
true.
is
You
true.
can't just change the pitch of an audio and make it sound like anything. That's not true. Actually, not true. Try it. Like try any
Right.
voice, try to make it sound like me, or like you can't do that. That's not how it works. Like if you use a voice changer, it's like a fact about a voice changer. To know it's a voice changer is you would eventually be able to change the pitch, and you would eventually get to what the original voice sounds like. Whereas if it's like a real voice, if you change the pitch, it will sound like just a high voice or a low voice with respect to the original voice.
Mhm.
So it's a myth, or I don't know if it's a myth or whatever it is not true that you can just change a pitch
It
of a
is a
voice.
myth because it's not true. It's your opinion.
It's not.
No,
it's not-
because explaining the concept of how you get a pitch, Bobby Joe. You can't dispute that. That's
Yeah,
fact. That's science.
you can't just take a voice and just change the pitch to any voice. You can't do that.
Oh, I see you got all the trolls. Oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
lovely. But okay, so now you called Bill a predator, I heard. So how is that coming about now?
Well, because he was talking in an unwanted way, inappropriate to people, and also saying kind of a pattern of threatening some form of suicide attempt to attain sympathy as attached to it, and that's the consistent story that I've heard from different people that don't know each other.
Okay, and then these girls were entertaining these conversations supposedly from Bill. I don't even really care, like, with the Bill whole situation, because I know people are flip-flopping and being two-faced and all that stuff because everybody was friends at one moment, and each has bent over backwards for each other, and now because somebody is pissed off, they want to start shit.
That is absolutely incorrect, Bobby.
Yep.
And Brenda wasn't even saying anything. Like she was out of the community and not saying anything. And Bill randomly called her out, and originally said that she was the one that put in my head that it was great grandma.
No, because Brenda put out that Bill was saying he didn't have a girlfriend named Roxy. So that's
Brenda
really,
did
Ryan,
not
that's
put
none
that
of
out,
your
Bobby.
business, but that was between Brenda and Bill. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're supposed to be a pride catcher, Ryan. Why are you in all this drama and letting it go on your page?
Well, this is an issue.
It's not an issue.
I think
The
this is
issue was the great grandma, and now it's been resolved because she's a
How?
stallion bitch.
It
How?
has not. It's been far from resolved, Bobby.
It got weirder. Like there's now this new old lady with another voice that doesn't match the other two voices.
Another voice? Ryan, are you crazy? That was the lady on panel.
It was an old lady.
It was the same voice. What are you talking about?
How do we know it's
The
that?
three audios sound different, Bobby Joe. Each video, each recordings, all three of them sound different. Is what we're
and
saying.
You see her gasping for air and having to take water and stuff. Obviously, she's got some lung issues.
Obviously, she's got more than lung issues, and for this community to be up there,
damn right,
this community
bullshit issues. She is,
and we had people up there placating her, saying, "We still love you, Grandmere. Please, Grandma, come back when you're better." I didn't say you, Bobby.
If you would have saw me in the chat, I said, "Fuck you."
Bobby, I didn't say you. I said we had people up there, not in the chat. Please listen to my words, please. We had people placating her on the chat saying, "Oh, Grandma, we're afraid to offend you, even though you've messed up been such a terrible catfish in this community, but please get better and come back. Even though you
Something
made
that's
up
not
a
my
rape
money.
story, Bobby, Joe, please let me finish. She made up the story that a courier hand delivered her a letter to a nursing home, which she wasn't even in, that threatened to, I'm going to just say the word out loud, sorry guys, rape her. That is terrible in a survivor community. I had somebody personally call me today. They threw up the minute she talked about that because it triggered them so bad, Bobby.
Brenda, I agree 1,000,000% with you on that part. That bitch should never be in this community again. But I'm not going to get started. People just want her money or whatever. But just like DM York, she shouldn't be in the freaking community. So, whatever. But Ryan's saying it still ain't the lady. So now, like, y'all are just ass backwards. Like,
Brian, Bobby, he did not say that. He said the voice is different than the other 3 times they were recorded.
okay, Brenda, didn't you message Blue back? Let me see when it was.
Before she told me to fuck off?
No,
Probably.
honey.
Oh.
Asking her to please get great grandma's video out on her page as soon as possible.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That did not come from me. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, hold on. Let me get where it says it. Hold on 1 second.
Weeks ago I did. Sorry. You're right. I did weeks ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right. I did. Sorry.
Are
My
you just up
apologies.
here trying to save face for Bill until Edward goes live, or what?
No, I could care less about Bill or Edward. I don't give a shit, Mackenzie.
Hi, Walk. Hi, Casey.
What up?
Thanks for coming up, guys.
How you doing?
Hey guys.
So, yeah, I mean, originally, what I didn't know, what I didn't pick up on, was he randomly tried to attack, the credibility of all the people that have these consistent stories, and that's like, that's him, essentially, alluding to some kind of suicide attempt and having people talk him out of it, and
Every other day.
an attempt to get sympathy, and that, other than that, with inappropriate things, and that's what we're calling out.
And his inappropriate comments, like, that don't bother me. I joke around like that too. Yeah, it's cringe now, but before, it didn't really bother me. It's the fact of the suicide attempts all the time, all day, every day, the fake accounts, the girlfriends that don't exist, it's drama all the fucking time with Bill.
Yeah, Mackenzie, can you?
Drama.
Oh, Bobby Joe, please listen to this because you were not involved in this. Mackenzie, did I come to you with my thoughts about Bill, or did
No.
you come to me?
I came to you.
Thank you. So here's 2 people now that are telling the community that I'm not the one running to all of these people. People come to me. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
Yep.
I'll be on mute quite
This
a
is
bit
a-
because I do have my oldest grandson here, just FYI. So I do have to mute quite a bit.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as a disclaimer, I can't bring more than 6 people on there. It's just StreamYard won't allow me to. So that's just a limitation I have. But yeah. So I don't know. Kind of want someone to maybe talk about their account and then compare accounts of Bill. Like, Brenda,
Mackenzie, I talked a lot today, so do you want to go ahead?
Oh,
sure. So, I mean, you all know Bill and I were very close at one point. But there's just been multiple occasions of him threatening suicide, and I have to call him at 2 a.m. just to talk him down, and then if I don't talk to him, then the next day it's you're never there for me, blah 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 blah, just laying guilt trips and trying to pull at my heartstrings, and he and then he gets all these random girlfriends, and they all come to us, his angels, I guess that's what you want to call us, and it's always some dramatic. Bill's in the hospital. Bill took too many pills. Bill's this. Bill's that. I can't get a hold of Bill. Do you know where Bill's at? Like, why are you getting a hold of us? Get a hold of his family, or people who can actually go check on him or whatever. And it's
Mackenzie, did I coin us Bill's Angels?
no, Jules did.
Thank you. That's
And-
another misconception.
And
There's so much, you guys. There's
Yeah,
over a year
it's-
packed of stuff, so bear
And
with us.
So, anyways, any of these women, we try to get on a phone call with them. We can never ever get them on the phone. Why is that? Why were they never willing to talk? They were always just willing to text, and it was Bill in another form of making us worry and panic about Bill. And
And there'd be so many nights where Mackenzie'd go, Brenda, I can't deal with Bill tonight. Can you deal with them? Julie, can you deal with them? Somebody else. Ed, can you deal with them?
And that's the thing too. I think that I was his main focus on that, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Absolutely.
But I was the one that he always wanted to talk to about any of this shit. And he also, well, I'll just get to that point. He one night he called me and told me he had feelings for me, and I didn't reciprocate, and things got worse.
Horrible.
Wait a minute. Sorry to interrupt you. Is that the real Alex in the chat?
I don't know.
Can
Let me
somebody
check.
verify?
I will
'Cause-
check. I'll check.
I do have to kick someone though.
No, if that's the real Alex, I will leave for
Okay.
him.
I don't see him, sorry.
I think this is him. I don't know. It's just lagging. Yeah. Is it that one? And who's this person?
Hello, this is Rebel. This is Alex's friend, but I just haven't spoken to him in a while. But I figured I'd join just so he could join in with us.
It's who?
Wait,
This
who's
is Rebel.
Who's Rebel?
I don't know.
Alex would know me.
I don't.
Is
Okay.
Alex with you?
No, he is not with me, but
Oh.
I was in the chat. I
Oh,
figured I'd join on with him.
Okay. And so then, not long after that, this Truth Seeker account is made, and they're only targeting me for whatever reason. And he always says that he has to talk them out of exposing me. Exposing me for what exactly? But I never got an answer. And then, so one night, he says that they done a video call with him while they told Bill that he needed to kill himself or they were gonna expose me, and they had to do it on a live video call with them. And supposedly Bill took a whole bunch of pills and and drank a lot, whatever, almost near death, just so that they wouldn't expose me. That's some fucking either psycho shit, obsessive shit, or just a flat out lie.
Was that one of the 5 or 6 times he was in the hospital or quote unquote, because we're not sure.
I cannot remember if he was in the hospital after that or not.
Okay.
So then these fake Instagram accounts start coming up, and one was Mackenzie's ex-boyfriend, and it had a picture. It was Bill, and then the only pictures on it were pictures of me and pictures of Bill, and he tried to say that that was also Truth Seeker. Why is this Truth Seeker so obsessed with just me, and why is it after I denied you? And then, so then another, and you guys are going to tell me I'm stupid for this, and I know that I am. But at this point in time, this has been a very long time ago, I felt like I could trust Bill. And you guys all know that my daughter passed away, and Bill's a great artist. I'll give him that.
Don't you dare feel stupid for sharing a story with someone that you thought would take to their grave. Mackenzie, don't you dare feel sorry for that. You're not stupid for that.
Well, I'm stupid for what I did, you know, what I'm about to tell you guys I did, which you already know. But he drew a picture of my daughter's name, and he turned the letters into like dragonflies. And you guys know why my name's Dragonfly Wings, and I associate dragonflies with, you know, my baby that passed away. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, Bill, I love that. Thank you. You know, like, obviously I loved it. Who wouldn't? And he said, okay, well, give me your address and I'll mail it to you so you can have it. So I gave him my address. Yes, that's the stupid part on me. I never got it. Never got it. And a while goes by, and I asked him again. I said, are you ever going to send me that picture you drew for me? Oh, I lost your address. It's way back in my text messages. Can you just send it to me again, and I'll send it out tomorrow or the next day? Okay. So I gave it to him again. Do you guys think I've ever gotten that picture? Nope. So why did he want my address so bad? I mean, there's literally no other reason for it. He did draw the picture. I did see it. But why did he not ever send it to me? Why did he? I feel like it was a ploy or whatever story to get my address for whatever reason.
Do you have that picture at all, Mackenzie?
I don't know.
No. Has it ever been sent to you?
Oh yeah. He didn't send it to me in the mail, but he sent me a picture of a picture. Like
right.
He took a picture of it and sent it to me. But no, I never received it in the mail.
Never received it in the mail with the address was never needed then.
Right. And I gave it to him twice. Never gave it to me. Or never sent it. Why is that? Why did he need my address? Oh man, I don't know, guys. So okay. Another thing kind of recently was back in June, I went to Florida, and he supposedly had a concussion, and this was around the time that him and Roxy were together. Supposedly Roxy works like 16-hour shifts. She's a nurse or something. I don't know. But when Bill got out of the hospital, he was having to take medication every 4 hours round the clock. And she asked me if sometimes I could call and wake him up for him to take his medicine. And he said, yeah, okay, I'll do that. So, you know, on my vacation, I'm waking up in the middle of the night to call Bill to take his medication. Like, so Roxy didn't exist. I'm sure the what did I just call it? The head injury he had, whatever, didn't exist either. It was, I don't know. I felt like it was a way of him trying to ruin my vacation, meanwhile still having him put first. not ruin my vacation. I mean, but like still having him on my mind while I was on vacation, whatever. It's just been all kinds of weird things like that for so long, and I tried to see past it. I tried to just say like, no, he's just lonely. He knows we're just friends. He really, probably doesn't have anybody, but more and more it's just gotten so sick and so old and honestly scary, and I don't know. And now that I know that there's also other people who don't want to speak out about it, confirming the same things have happened to them, it's an issue.
So like, just like, was there anything like a lot of like inappropriate talk, kind of like inappropriate in the sense of like anything I guess sexual in nature?
Yeah, not like just this typical like ball gag jokes and stuff like that. Like I said, I think I think it's funny. Like I did. Now I think it's cringe, but I joke around and act silly and stuff like that too. I make inappropriate jokes too. So as far as that stuff, that never really bothered me. I don't think he meant it. I don't think he really meant any harm by them, but it did finally get to a point where it's like, it's too much. Like, it's really not funny anymore.
Yeah. So it's kind of like there's like a pattern of, like kind of like using like self-harm and suicide to manipulate people into doing what he wants or something.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
I want to address Tiffany. She said, why did no one ever have a problem with his behavior when they were so close to him? Because Bill was helping them out, hide from FBC, and they needed him then. So now they don't need him anymore.
No, I've spoken on this to Brenda for quite some time, Bobby. And I literally just said I kept trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Did I not just say that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try to read comments. Oh, we lost Brenda again? We just asked Brenda a question.
She'll be back. She probably playing with her settings again.
So the reason why and also it's like we didn't really get deep into it yet, but basically I'm gonna try to get as much accounts as possible, and just see in real time how consistently similar they are.
Yeah, Edward, but we do joke like that. You and I joke like that. Bill and I, like several, I don't, those kind of jokes, they don't bother me. But then to a certain extent, it gets
Just,
to be too much.
is that
Hey,
out?
Alex.
Wow, somebody's letting an account being doxxed by Twomper's mom. That's fucked up. You're right, Ed. That's fucked up.
That's why he's doxing Twomper's mom. Wow.
Wait, I thought this was a predator catching channel. I must be on the wrong one.
Yeah, Alex, it's a train wreck.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Brenda.
She just said no. She just said no audio for me.
Oh, it's good.
It sucks because I had a lot of questions for her.
I'm
She's
sure
here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's here now. Are you there? Oh, I don't know. Is anyone there?
I'm still here.
I'm here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Brenda. Yeah, I don't know. I think I should maybe just call. Wait, there's 2 dragonflies.
Jeff, whoever you are, sorry. I'm a mandated reporter, a foster parent for 9 years. Never been on drugs in my life, so you could kiss my ass also.
Guys, let's not make false claims at people, okay? Let's.
Hey there. I'm having audio issues when I jump on, so
Yeah, so I do.
sorry about that.
Yeah, so maybe it's like we just joined through phone, or I don't know if you can
Okay,
hear.
yeah, I apologize. This
Yeah.
happened to us the other night, and I don't know what happened, so I apologize.
Wait, why am I on here twice? Does you
Every-
guys screen show that I'm up here twice?
Yes, it does. It's weird things happen sometimes with streaming. There's
Do I-
just no answer sometimes.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I added one. Okay, is that you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I like fat people. All right. So,
Question?
yeah. So, what is
I don't drink either, Derek, so shut up.
Yeah. So, like, what is your account, Brenda, of Bill?
Oh, there's so many. There's just so many, right? I don't even know.
Well, maybe an example, or
One example was we got a call from an Andrea, which is supposedly his neighbor.
Yeah.
Somehow got Bill's phone and contacted all of us, and at least all the girls, 3 of us.
I love how this is just being publicly laid out. Like,
Excuse me?
okay. I just love how you're pretty much giving people confidential shit out on YouTube. Like, I don't get it. But go ahead.
Me too. Have you seen the 4 panels, the 4 lives that Bill has done on me?
4 panels. I was just on the panel with you earlier today. But
Bill has done 4 lives, starting off talking about me. He has on his Instagram a story about me. I did not bring this public. Bill brought this public. And I am defending myself. And why are we bringing it now? It has nothing to do with great grandma. It collided at the same time. Mackenzie and I have been afraid for months to speak out because of the retaliation we knew we would receive from Bill and his friends.
I helped put out Tommy's private information. Get the hell. I don't even know Tommy's I'm just not even reading the chat. But anyways, no, because it all started back from you guys with great grandma. Like, you guys
Bobby.
have to put that in your head. If that stream never happened,
I know what you're talking about.
You don't Bobby, you
oh, whoops.
like you don't know when all of this has started.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, this was far before any great grandma situation at all.
Exactly.
Did we not come to you 2 weeks ago, Ryan, Mackenzie, and I?
Yes, way before great grandma even
At least
started.
2 weeks, probably 3 weeks now.
Yeah. So it was
So
before.
you've been wait a minute, back up, Brenda. You've been investigating great grandma for 3 weeks. But why didn't you reach out to Blue while you've been talking to her this last week?
She's not
No.
talking about
I'm
great
not
grandma.
investigating great grandma. I don't know what
You
you're talking
said
She
you-
said that me and Brenda came to Ryan 3 weeks ago about Bill. Nothing about
Yeah.
great grandma.
no, this is what Brenda told me, that you guys been investigating great grandma.
No, absolutely not. We had our suspicions that great grandma was not who she was, that she was a fraudulent person. Bottom line, separate story.
Jesus Christ.
You just said it earlier today. And then, don't you remember the text message you got last night from Blue that you didn't respond to, of course? But
Because
you,
it said, fuck you, have a nice life, and it was a novel about what an awful person I have been, because I have not been helpful to Blue. Clipped videos, called her.
no. Don't sit there and lie. Don't sit there and lie. Because when
my
you
God.
found out
Why?
about
Okay.
great grandma, you texted her, and Blue told you how upset she was, and freaking you started rambling on about how Ed and Bill were doing you wrong, and she apologized that she did not know what was going on, but she kept on hitting you up to see if you were okay because she was worried about you. But
Incorrect. I sent her 5 texts asking if she was okay after I learned great grandma died. I heard nothing from her. The next day I get a FU from Ed on a live publicly because I didn't answer his text message from 2 to 4 a.m. And Mackenzie can attest to this. Ed can leave us on read for days, and that's fine.
I wish I could send these, Ryan, to you.
I was muted, but yeah.
Send them through Instagram. Send them right now, Bobby Joe. I'm telling you, you do not know the whole year of bullshit. They just happen to collide at the same time of great grandma, but they are separate entities.
So, yeah, anyone can send anything at Instagram at MVCap is watching.
Okay. Hold on.
That's simple.
Let me get to you, Ryan.
So, what the context is it originally started with great grandma, but then the focus turned into discrediting preemptively, people like Brenda and people like Dragonfly because I was getting a very same account of events, that was consistent with other people, and it's actually beyond the people here, which is kind of a point to make. Sorry. And that's I don't know. We're just gonna discuss it. Have both sides. Present their kind of events. Is Brenda still there?
I am.
Okay. And that's the plan. But was there? So I mean, in general, was there anything inappropriate said, like from Bill to you? I just don't know.
Never. No, not for me. Never.
Okay. I've heard that from certain people. But in general, it was kind of this pattern of provoking some form of alarm to then manipulate people to doing certain things.
That's correct.
Yeah. So
see, we had planned before great grandma blew up. Mackenzie and I had went to Ryan and said we would like to do a private Q&A recorded with you and go through all of this and then bring it in.
Yeah, like a panel.
Mackenzie, I can't answer the phone unless you want to merge that call.
Yeah, is Dragonfly not on?
I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, she's muted.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't unmute I guess for them.
Right.
So yeah, so in general, what is like the lesson from all this?
Another thing, hey, this wasn't supposed to be about great grandma, but Ryan, did you accuse Bill of being great grandma ever once? Can we put that to rest? Because people keep saying that.
Well, I did think
You
it
said
was.
the voice.
Yeah, I mean, I think the voice did sound like him, and that's pretty much where I'll leave it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's accusing him of being great grandma. Like,
No, he could have used a voice changer.
oh
That's
my
the whole
God.
thing we're saying. It could have happened. We were looking at all different avenues. We knew this great grandma person was fraudulent somehow, some way, and we were trying to put it together. And this was our first clue that we had, that the voice sounded like Bill. We never said he was great grandma. We said the voice sounded like him.
Oh my God. You guys can't keep up with your. I think you need to go listen to the.
We can't keep up with what, Bobby? We can't keep up with what?
What you said on that one panel with the audio and you guys,
Any clip of what they
speakerphone.
said today or yesterday. Bring the clips, any of them.
It's on Ryan's channel.
Okay? In a text, on a DM, on a panel, I will stand behind my words, what I've said anywhere.
It's on Ryan's channel.
What's on my channel?
Where you guys were saying it was Bill.
The voice sounded like Bill to us, Bobby Joe. It is a fact. We can't change that.
It's not conclusive.
It's not a fact because it wasn't Bill. So why can't you guys just admit that great grandma schemed the whole community? Like, how hard is that?
Down.
Am I back, guys?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my
I would
gosh.
say
Kenzie,
I would say it's still.
Kenzie, I could.
Brenda, you're cutting out. Somebody's cutting out.
I'm not cutting it. I don't know. But I would say it's not. What I did say is it sounded like Bill, but it wasn't conclusive that it was Bill.
Ryan, you're having bad audio issues.
There was so many people that said it was all Bill and it was all blue. And neither one of those.
Absolutely, Bobby Joe, absolutely incorrect again.
I do.
I don't know where you're getting your information, but you have people right here that are attesting to what they said.
It's all. Go look at all the chats. Even yesterday when the lady was, or great grandma was on the panel, everybody in the chat was still
I couldn't
saying.
remember half of what happened.
What?
That said there was a video of somebody dancing on her son's grave. I don't
I
understand.
said she is a scam. I said, why can't everybody just admit that that bitch scammed us all and it was never Bill or Blue? Like, how hard is it to apologize and get back to freaking normal instead of these streams to keep on going so all these trolls can keep on with the bullshit? You're feeding it in.
Because Bill keeps
So,
making streams and lives talking about us, Bobby. This is why we're doing this. We weren't going to say a damn thing, but he wouldn't stop.
Exactly.
This isn't about great grandma. This is about us now.
Ryan, last week, did you not come to us and say, do you guys want to go public with this? And we said, not yet. We're not sure.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't until everybody noticed your voice from being on speakerphone that they knew it was you guys.
What?
What?
I don't know.
When Ryan was on that panel and had y'all on speakerphone, and everybody in the chat realized it was Brenda and Mackenzie, then y'all came up on panel.
This was-
We decided to come on panel. We said this. We had a private stream here,
Yeah.
Bobby, and we said, let's just go on. Let's go live now. I don't.
We weren't hiding. We weren't hiding anything. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, nothing was hidden. Are you kidding me?
Maybe Ryan didn't tell y'all that you were on speakerphone and everybody heard you.
Yeah,
But
I
go
think there's-
on Ryan's last stream where he has the vampire picture, and you can listen to the whole thing. Everybody heard you.
It was no secret. We weren't trying to be.
was-
We weren't trying to not be heard. We weren't trying to
So
not
that
be
was-
heard.
that was so before they told me privately, and at that point it was the decision to go public. At that point, that was after the fact.
Ryan, you said could
No,
everybody
we
hear
weren't
that?
hiding anything. We knew nothing was hidden at all.
Nothing was
It's funny
hidden,
you're up
but-
here speaking on things you have no idea about, Bobby. No idea.
No way. I know everything I'm speaking on, but y'all just
Oh,
can't
do you?
remember what y'all
You
said.
know everything. You're Bobby, Joe. You sound ridiculous right now.
How would you know
Brenda,
any
you
conversations
should
between
go
the
back
three of
into
us?
hiding. Like, why come out and start all this bullshit?
Bill is starting this bullshit, making lives about us, speaking on us. We weren't going to say a fucking thing until he wouldn't stop.
But it was okay when, like I said, I don't give a shit about Bill, whatever. But it's crazy. Y'all entertained it when he had your back against FBC, but
did,
now
okay.
he's a piece of shit.
He had our back one time. We had his back for a
One
full
time.
over a year. We're talking him out of suicide. Talking
One
him out of things, Bobby, that you have no idea what we've
Yeah,
been.
ask him how many times that we've had his back in real life, not this fucking
In real
internet
life.
dumb
Yeah,
shit.
in real life, exactly.
Ask him that, Bobby.
In real life, y'all, I thought y'all didn't meet each other. So how could it
What?
be real life?
Real life, you don't think suicide is a real life issue? You don't think drug use is a real life issue? That's what I mean, real life shit.
Okay, so he was coming at you guys for advice because he knows Mackenzie, you're a former addict. So, and he even admitted on his panel that he was starting to have feelings for you. Like,
It's
freaking-
been, yeah, okay, maybe it started out as advice, Bobby, but then when it becomes every other day and us, having to beg and cry for him to not kill himself, that becomes manipulation. That becomes psychotic. That becomes
Yeah, me and that's
sympathy
that's
for
the thing.
Bill.
Like the feelings alone isn't the issue. The issue is the connection to like I'll self harm or else, or I'll commit suicide or else.
Yeah,
Like-
or else. That is thank you, Ryan. That's a big part of it, or else. Mackenzie, you don't care about me, so it doesn't matter. You don't care about me.
Over and over and over again. Yeah, like you said, advice is one thing. But and I've asked him multiple times, do you want me to help you get clean? Is there anything I can do to help you? He doesn't
Over
want
and
it.
over again, we've begged him not to take those pills. Don't have another shot. Don't have another drink.
Don't go to the hotel that you go and get fucked up at all the time. It's every other day.
There was, it's days he would go out and say, I'm going out in the woods. If I don't see you guys again, thanks for everything. I love you. Bye. For
So
3
that
days,
somebody
over
needs. Go ahead, Brenda. Go ahead.
again.
And Bobby, if you guys are so close, because
I
you've
didn't
done
say
this.
we were so close.
No.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, if you guys talk as often as it seems like you do, I can't
I
believe
didn't say
that
that either.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you guys are in contact, whatever, he hasn't done these things to you
Nope.
because he's done it to Jules.
Oh, really? Then why ain't she up here?
I don't know, because she
We
refuses
have no idea.
She refuses to acknowledge it as an issue. But ask
Mhm.
Jules about all the suicide attempts and all the shit that he goes on about.
She witnessed it all. Yeah.
I've been in y'all's Discord. I've been in group chats. I've
This
seen
is
it.
not a Discord,
too,
Bobby.
but not
Just
to-
private text,
to-
a personal, real life, real phone numbers, because we trusted each other that much. We have our own phone numbers, not text now.
not bullshit phone numbers, our real personal full name phone numbers. We trusted these 6 people that
Exactly, per John.
Okay, and did they dox you? Did they do anything harmful to you? Like something, him coming at you to get help or maybe just to get attention or whatever, but now y'all are going on a panel and putting out his dirty laundry.
It comes to a point where it's preying on us.
Praying,
Are you
but
fucking kidding me?
you know what?
Bobby Joe, in
Dragon
one
Ball, I saw many times you encourage and playing along with the flirting and the bullshit.
I never said I
Like,
didn't. I never said I didn't flirt. I told you I make jokes like that too. That's more than obvious to everybody. Did I say that?
So-
No, I didn't.
so now that something has happened that you're just, it's just.
Do you think we're doing this because we want to, Bobby Joe? Our hands
Yeah, I do. Because if not, real friends would have done it behind the scenes and talked it out.
Real friends.
Of the 4 lives that Bill has done in 5 days about us that you do not understand. The IG that's sitting open for the public to say that Brenda has ruined relationships. Brenda ruined Mackenzie's relationship with him. What part of that are you not seeing?
And what part do you not understand that? If he wouldn't have been doing these things, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now. He's trying to make us out to be the bad guys when we're not.
And we predicted this 2 weeks ago when we talked to Ryan. This is why we were afraid to speak out.
To
because
come
we
to
knew
Ryan
this
of all
exact
people.
thing was going to happen.
Yeah, it's like to also publicly attack anyone's credibility that would speak against him. Like it wouldn't be defense on the merit of what it's about. It would be saying that this person's like mentally ill or this person is, or like what
You
were the
called him a pedophile, Ryan. Not a
Yeah,
mentally
well,
ill person. You called him a pedophile.
I call him pedophile.
Yes, you did.
He called him a predator. A predator, because we're in this community, we all think sexual predator. Always. And that's not the case. Predator preys on the weak or preys on someone. That is the definition of a predator. No one ever once said.
And actually, I actually started the stream saying that as well. Like saying that, he's not this and he's not that and he's not this and he's not that. I already made that disclaimer. So if you didn't see that, you can rewatch it. But I did clarify. And in general,
and I do think Bill.
I kind of want to respond to one thing. Is I think that we should speak on this in the sense that if someone is being emotionally abusive in any kind of way, I think in this community, this is not about like, oh, let's like throw them in jail or whatever it is. This is saying that someone who at this point has publicly slandered certain people, who
Can
is
someone,
already
excuse
public.
me, Ryan, can someone drop the link? Alex would like to come up.
Yeah, Alex.
Did you see your chat of everybody saying to dox me and dox this? They dox Twomper's mom, but that's okay.
Well, I just don't
Y'all
ban
are
it. Just I let
hypocrites.
you up. The same reason, whatever.
Bobby Joe, I'm not looking at chat, so
I'm
please
not either.
for that.
So I mean, like, I started this this stream with a yeah. I mean, sorry, like Alex isn't working. Like, what do you want me to do? I mean, I started the stream. Okay, well, actually, hold on. I don't know, Alex. I think you have to. The other account worked.
FBI said people aren't saying to dox you; they're asking you to leave.
Yeah.
No, the one dude said dox Bobby Joe so he could call CPS, and I need my checks for some bullshit. Sorry, I was a foster parent for 9 years. I have adopted son, but that's none of your business. I don't get paid from the government, unlike you people.
Yeah, in general, I mean, I'm making this as open of a dialogue as possible. I started this with a mass unban. Like, didn't even matter who they said or whatever they would say. Just everyone's unbanned, and I'm letting all sides speak. Even if Bill Powell wants to be in the stream, make his case, he can. Someone who agrees
Thank
with
you
them,
so much, Lynn and Tracy,
and
for dropping the link so often.
just being very straight up about it. And I mean, if we're gonna really say that this is a community of survivors, there are many forms of abuse, and that's what that's what this is going to be about. And it's really the case that what should we what is the case, and then what should we make of it? And that's what this is
Sorry,
about.
not laughing at you, Ryan. Sorry, the
Roger.
nice trolls.
Yeah.
Bobby, there's a lot
Going
of
back-
things you don't know, and I understand that you're defending things that you believe in and people that you're believing in, and I get that. But there's a whole other side that you're not getting, that you've not seen.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I will say if someone does dox, I mean, that's too far. I'll try to police that. I did say, someone to, stop someone from doing that if they do see it. That's all I can do. But in general,
Pause. Thank you. You're a real one too.
yeah. But in general, I think that conversation like this should be had, and I mean, it's going to be had. And the title does not say live catch, and that's that. Like I'm being very transparent about being very straight up about what it is. So I mean, it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like there are people that are in chat. They're kind of acting like this stream is like somehow the apocalypse or something. But
It feels like that.
Yeah, it's like stop stabbing me multiple times. Like stop. I hate this shit. Like I mean, if it's that much of a problem, then I mean, I'm not saying leave, but I'm being very transparent about what this is about. I'm not saying what it isn't about. I'm not changing the title. I try to make the title as accurate to what this is about as possible. So that's what this is. And there's multiple instances of this kind of pattern going on, and if it is true, then that does not have a place in a community of survivors. That's my opinion. Is this Alex?
Hello?
Hello?
You hear me?
Yes?
What's going on?
Is everyone's audio terrible or is it just mine?
Apocalypse.
Gestures
Everyone's
like
cutting out real bad.
fine.
Everyone's
Yeah.
cutting out real bad.
What's going
I'm
on?
on the phone with Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
So what's this whole trial of Bill Powell that I'm hearing about?
So essentially, it's kind of like there's been actually more than the people that are here, kind of a pattern of
Hi, Richard.
kind of consistent emotional abuse to women in the community that that just doesn't have a police. That's what it's about.
Oh, I see. Because what I saw going on was the great grandma situation got resolved, so you had to jump to something else that isn't predator catching to distract from the fact that you don't predator catch anymore, Ryan.
Alex,
Exactly,
no.
Alex.
Bill has been the one making these lives. Bill
Dude,
has started this.
Who cares what Bill does or starts, dude? It's so easy to just block him, man.
Exactly. Like, they don't get it, Alex.
I mean, dude.
Because you're not the one that he has done 5 lives on in 5 days, saying that when we first met, I offered to travel with him that I'm making up lies left and right. It's just insane.
Well, dude,
But
the
Brenda,
best, the best way
you
to
were in hiding. Why come out and watch them?
yeah, the best way to not bring attention, dude. Literally nobody here even knew that he said that until you just said it right now. The best way to avoid attention to that is just ignore him. That's it. Bill, it's not like it's not like Bill. Yeah, I get it, but it's not like Bill's like me or Tommy or anybody else that has like a platform. It's literally just he's selling to 20 people that are just screen people that you're never going to meet in person. Just who cares? I mean, my God, the guy, whatever you think of him, he lives in Indiana. He lives in Podunk, Indiana. He's not going to do anything to you. He can't travel anywhere.
Alex, I live in
Just
Indiana and he has my
bullshit.
address. Why is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
you
has
gave
he-
it to him.
Yeah, I did, but for no reason. Why did he
no,
want it?
has Bill showed up to your address?
No,
Okay. Do you think he is?
I hope not. I wouldn't think that he would.
Okay.
But it's still scary. It's still
does he
scary
even
that
have
he.
a car?
I don't know. He says he has a truck.
Hasn't doxed
I mean-
them or nothing, Alex. Hasn't.
I mean, the guy has no bank account, dude. He doesn't have the gas money to come to you. He's not going anywhere. I mean, you would think he would have came. How long has he had your address for?
It's been a while, but we were still
Okay.
cool up until a few weeks ago.
He did what until a few weeks ago?
I said we were still cool, I guess, up until a few weeks ago. So now, he's mad and he's triggered. Who knows what he might do?
So just ignore him. How far away does he live from you?
I think like 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay, he's not coming anywhere near you. When's the last time he left his house?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think she has a
God.
spy cam.
Here, hold on. I got to change my name to Dr. Phil.
Alex, I love you.
There's so much, or I'm sorry, in Bill's case, Dr. Pill. There's so much delusion going on here. It just needs to stop. I guarantee you, Bill Powell is just going to be a figment of your imagination if you just stop talking about him. That's it.
There's
Well-
not a step.
Close your eyes, don't say his
actually
name,
knows
don't
me,
see it.
so piss off.
So there's somebody who does not feel comfortable speaking out. But if she would, you guys would not be playing it off like this because of who it is. And
You already said it. You doxed her and said who it was. So
what?
It wasn't. No, not that.
We
person.
did not.
Somebody else.
We did not say who it is.
mm.
But
Wait,
if she was to
what-
speak out, you guys would be singing a whole nother story, and Bill would not be welcome in this community.
I think we can say
Okay.
like maybe it's an anonymous person.
Yes,
Hold on.
definitely.
Actually, I'll text that person right now. Hold on.
Ryan,
Wait,
you're-
so who are we talking about? Wait, what? So what did Bill do? What did he? Was it some online shit?
You're cutting out, Alex, to me anyways, but
What
Ryan
did
is
Bill
too.
do?
Yeah, I mean, he's not showing up at people's houses. I mean, I'm not sure. Like,
No, just the same. The suicide attempts, the women coming to her in distress, and all the same shit I was saying that he does to us. He has been doing to this person as well. And if you guys knew who it was, you would be taking care of the situation.
Wait, so basically he's playing a victim to this person, just
Yeah,
making.
he
Yes,
tries
yes.
well,
Okay.
to try to get attention, Alex, because he's an addict and doesn't threaten them, doesn't show up at their house, nothing. So I
Wow.
don't get it.
Emotional turmoil.
I didn't know the block button doesn't work on addicts. That's crazy.
I can't hear anything you guys are saying.
Just click on the block button. It's very easy.
Mhm.
That prominent woman in the community can easily click the block button. This is a very easy thing to do.
so
Well, we have. This is why we're here. We have put the block button.
mean-
I haven't spoken to Bill for 5 months. Other
Brenda,
than
you sound like a robot.
group chat.
but I mean, honestly
Thank
though,
you,
I mean,
Tina, you know me.
as far as the issue of catching predators, a lot of times, I mean, you could say that if someone is abusing someone in some way, like, oh, why don't they just leave? Just ignore the person. Just leave. Duh. Problem solved. No more. So I'm not sure. What the point is. Like, if
Huh?
let's say, was my audio on?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just sounds terrible. Everyone sounds terrible to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're just saying just to block them, just to block them. I mean, that's too simple of a solution. What if there is another person that thinks, that takes it seriously? Then they'll be manipulated by Bill, and whatever that could cause.
Yeah, except Ryan, we're not talking about 13-year-old girls. We're talking about grown women. So honestly, if they've seen the
A grown
warning
woman
signs,
can't be
dude,
abused.
there's no excuse. You shouldn't be, dude. A grown woman shouldn't be acting like a kid. Just block them. There's a reason why we pose as 11-year-olds instead of 36-year-olds, because at that point, it's not. You know why we don't pose as 36-year-olds? Because it's their responsibility to take care of their own self. It's not an 11-year-old's responsibility to take care of their own self yet. So that's what. That's why, dude. If some 36-year-old is getting manipulated by a guy online, sorry, that's their fault. And just fucking block them. That's it.
Well, so like, let's say like there's a 36-year-old getting like I don't know
Also, I'm not 36.
and I'm saying who is
I mean,
36,
I'm throwing the
but
number out.
but
Dude.
let's say like a grown woman who's 36, like they're getting abused in whatever way, it's just their fault. That's your solution to all this.
Not abuse.
Sorry.
What's
yes.
abuse?
Internet words on the screen are not abuse. Yeah, if she's getting hit over and over again, that's abuse. But if some weirdo is hitting them up on the internet saying, "Oh, I feel so weird if you don't talk to me," that's not abuse. Just block the guy. Jeez Louise. Isn't abuse a crime? I don't think it's a crime for Bill Powell to act delusional to women that he's never going to meet in person.
Alex, it's sad that you're the youngest one on this panel and speaking the truth, like logical.
This is the sham trial.
It is.
I mean, my God. I mean, the many things that Bill can actually be on trial for, like narcotics possession and whatever the hell he does. But we're putting him on quote unquote trial because he's types words on a screen to somebody online. God, it's like
it's not.
God, it's like that. Who's that single lady in the chat that nobody wants to date? Lynn Shay, yeah. It's like Lynn Shay saying, "Oh my God, you said the N-word, blah blah blah." I mean, God, it's just words, dude. It's just words. You just have to let go of it. The block button, it's such a great tool to use, and they could.
It's not just words over the internet.
Alex,
okay, so what is it?
This man
has anything happened in person?
For over a year, we cared about this man, and we did block him.
Okay. So what's the issue now? Why are we here?
Because they're watching his channels now, so they can't block that.
Wait, so
please,
Bill's okay. So Bill's talking about you on his channel. His channel has like 10 people. So what?
Well,
Alex, it's integrity. It's somebody lying on my name, fabricating things, and I'm sorry, I can't stand for that.
Brenda, do you see the chat of people saying they should call CPS on me? Do you hear me like getting mad over it? These
Brenda,
people don't know me.
If you put yourself on the internet, you're going to be slandered. God, I can only imagine any of you guys in my shoes during EDP when literally millions of people were slandering me, making up crap about me. In the end,
this is a free speech solution. I mean, like, we're not like throwing anyone in jail here. We are talking about it. That's what we are doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a waste of time, dude. I mean, do what you want to do. It's just a waste of time, dude. I mean,
like he talks about it, we'll talk about it. That's it. That's really free speech.
Oh, there's Lynn, dude. I would love to debate Lynn Shay. Lynn, do you want to do a hater call in? I like how people like Lynn Shay are like, "Oh, YouTube protects pedos. Oh my God, they protect pedos." And then she goes on, "Well, you got banned by YouTube," and that's like, and she sometimes those type of people, they take the word of YouTube as like, "See, even YouTube did something to you." Then other times they're like, "Oh, YouTube protects pedos." So Lynn, the pedo protecting platform, you're taking their example and. You're taking their example and you think that's like You think that's a
IGD.
reputable thing to cite? God, you're so delusional. It's unbelievable.
I'm
God, I
sorry.
mean, everybody that supports Tommy has either an IQ of 80 or he's just brain dead or something. I have no
That's
idea.
how these
So-
trolls. Alex, you've been in my house. They're saying I'm on drugs and need CPS calls. Please tell these dumbasses how my house is
So,
and how I
that's
am.
not-
Yeah,
it's
trust
not
me.
about-
Trust me.
and
Trust me. Bobby Joe is spending way too much on cigarettes to touch drugs.
Yes.
Believe me.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
definitely a smoker.
the
Yeah.
discrediting is not the main component here. Like, there's actually an anonymous account, which, I will encourage to come out with it, as who they are. Eventually, that person is known in the community, but has a very similar account. Only there was talk in a sexual nature, and the coercion was, invoking a suicide attempt to gain sympathy in an emotional manipulative way. So that's the issue. And if you think that's fine to go on in the community, I mean, no one's saying that anyone should be banned, but I think setting an example is what we should do, and that's what we're gonna do.
Well, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying it's a waste of time because Bill's platform is 10 people and it doesn't really matter what he says about anybody online. And the best thing to do is simply just ignore him because, everybody here is calling Bill an attention whore, but you guys are the ones giving him attention. It's exactly what he wants. I mean,
I don't think he wants this attention. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course he does. So he can make another live about it, talking about it, and have an excuse to go live and talk to more people. Of course, it's what he wants.
But what he has done is he's tried to preemptively discredit these people and try to intimidate people into silence. And what we're
Oh,
doing,
now, wait, I'd like to see that.
there was a lot of backlash to even come out with anything. And
So much
even after-
backlash that nobody here on the stream has even so much backlash that nobody even watching knows what the backlash is or knows about the situation. That much backlash, dude. It's best for
Everyone's
someone like that.
complaining.
Just ignore him. Just ignore him, dude. The whole catcher group chat left him. Okay, nobody takes him seriously anymore. Just leave him alone. Just let him. Maybe he'll come around eventually. But the more attention he gets via stuff like this, all it's going to do is just enable him to go live again and to make his response video. I mean, of course, Ryan, let's be real. I mean, obviously you like this too. You got to get back to catching predators, dude. They should just change your channel name to no viable content against predators because all it is just drama streams now, dude. It's all it is. I mean, go ahead and expose a predator, dude. My opinion of Bill Powell is literally unchanged from this live stream because I just don't even care anymore, dude. I just understand that he's an addict, and that's just what it is. And everybody here, and the woman that he's quote unquote slandering, don't pretend you don't like it either. You guys love that you guys are getting attention for the first time in 20 years.
Absolutely
You guys absolutely
That's
love that a guy's talking about you. You love that you can come on a panel and get validation from these people. You love it. You love it. Your life is more meaningful now that Bill Powell's talking about you. I'm sorry, it just is. You know it deep down. You do. You really do.
No, deep down at all. Trust me. I have been hidden from the community for 6 months because I've been doxxed. The last thing I want to do is be here right now. Trust me. I'd rather
You've been doxxed to 30 people. Okay, has anybody showed up at your house after you've been doxxed?
But I've got harassing phone calls. I've got people scheduling showings, faking that they are buyers. I'm a realtor. Yes, it has affected my personal life. Yes, Alex. There's
How
more
many
to
times?
it
How many fake showings have happened?
Probably 10.
In
That's a lot
what?
of time out of
in
my
6
my
months?
life.
Okay, sure. But
And
when's the last time it happened?
In general, it was already tried to just ignore them and not say anything and not talk about it or whatever it is. That has already been tried.
How do you know? Something tells me if something tells me if everybody here just literally kept silent about Bill, something tells me he'd stop bothering you guys. Just a hunch.
No, he would be if there's no, ramifications. Then why would he stop? There would be no reason to stop.
Dude,
There's no speaking out against it. There'd be no reason to stop. Has that worked? Because no one has like
because
has had
nobody,
anything
dude,
against Bill.
I
No
haven't
one's-
even heard of Bill doing any of this crap, dude.
That's me.
Dude, it's just gonna enable him more because he knows doing this is gonna get him more attention like this, dude. He loves it, dude. All he wants is contact with other human beings, and other human beings to say his name. He hasn't been, and he has like, believe me, dude. Somebody like that needs to just fizzle, and just be ignored. Because in the end, if he keeps talking to a wall over and over again, he's just gonna make him go. It's just gonna make him go crazy and just let him be in his own little la delusional land. I mean, if we're not going to try to get him actual help, which he needs, then just ignore him. Who cares, dude?
We've
'Cause
tried
in
to
the
get
end-
him help, Alex, and he won't.
Okay. Well, just to reiterate, has anybody here on this panel met each other in person besides me, Ryan, and Bobby?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. So it's literally just been on the internet. I mean, my God, this will literally end if you just press the off button. I promise you, it will just end. You know,
Yeah.
you'll get a harassing
Tonight
call or
was-
two in the next month. But if you just don't respond to it, I promise you, it'll end. You know how much? Okay. You know how much shit has happened
Tonight was
in my
supposed to be
personal
the
life. Let me
What?
just tell you, so much shit has happened in my personal life, like throughout doing this, where trolls have attempted to do shit to me, and I just don't even mention it on stream. This will be the first time. This will be the first time I'll mention this. There was somebody in March of 2021 that put flyers around my apartment complex saying that I trafficked an 8-year-old kid across state lines. They literally, I think, showed a picture of my fucking Alexandra in the Face app or something and said, "Oh, Alex took this kid across state lines and trafficked her." Dude, I didn't mention it on live stream one time because I just took down the flyers and one person in the complex asked me about it randomly, and I'm like, "Oh no, this is actually what happened. This is what I do," and because you can't give these people any satisfaction, and guess what? There hasn't been flyers since because they're wondering what actually happened. I'm not affected by this. Just pretend like it doesn't happen, and they'll stop. I guarantee you, he'll find a new target if he finds one at all. It is the number one way to stop a guy harassing and trolling is to just ignore.
We don't want him to
Well,
find another
wait,
target.
wait,
He needs
so
to leave
wait,
the women
is that-
alone.
There's actually a point I'll bring up. Why did you agree to also call it Mr. Peanut Butter? I thought maybe the woman can just ignore it.
Oh, because Mr. Peanut Butter is my enemy, and I'll do everything I can to make sure if I had an opportunity to wipe my enemy away.
You're being
That was-
terrible.
That was
Oh, yeah.
fabricated. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You
The
said-
Mr. Peanut Butter was fabricated.
Alex.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm just saying. Wait, okay. Wait. I just want to make like one point.
So,
Um,
do you
it
remember
is-
the screenshots Bill sent to you? Who were those from?
I want to say probably Bill, I guess.
No, the screenshots that were sent to him. Who were they from that he sent to you?
I don't remember. It was like a year ago.
Yeah, they were from me. And you know why? Because Bill had it in my head. Okay, so me and Peanut Butter, we were friends, and we would joke and make comments and blah 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 blah. And Bill then told me that he's been harassing other women in the community. And
He
Uh-huh.
was. I was
so-
one of them.
okay then. So okay, well then let me still finish what I'm saying.
Yeah. Why did Alex make a stream about it? Well, like, why didn't you made a whole stream about it, and like, I
Guys,
didn't,
let
like,
me
oh, sorry.
finish.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were-
So then he's like, you need to send me like any screenshots of Peanut Butter acting sus towards you, because then I'm like, okay, well, if he's like really harassing women, then maybe he wasn't just joking around with me. Like maybe this was serious. And he sent those text messages or the Discord messages to you from me, but then mine were the only ones shown. So then looking back at it, it's like, okay, so
Mhm.
was he really harassing other women, or was Bill using me to get Peanut Butter out of the community?
Movie over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, was he really harassing women, or was Bill using me to get him out of the community?
I don't know.
See?
That'd be a question you'd have to figure out, but I have
Right.
no
And
idea.
I'm saying that'd be another sick, twisted thing Bill's done. And okay, Bobby
Well,
says
I
peanut butter
just
was
told
harassing
you
her, then
peanut butter
okay.
was harassing me also. I don't know why Bill only showed supposedly your screenshots,
That's the only
but
one I saw.
how do you know what he sent to other catchers? That-
Okay, well, so I don't know.
Mine were the only
point
one that was
I have to
ever
make.
showed on screen.
I
But
don't
he
know. I
said
do
that
have to
there
make
was
this one
multiple
mention, though.
women.
All right,
Mine were
so
the only ones that were ever showed on screen.
so
Okay.
yeah,
I just thought
I
that was
mean,
sus. Looking back at
yeah.
it now.
I mean, dude, like I said, I mean, I don't care about Mr. Peanut Butter anymore. I mean, I really don't. I cared about him for maybe 30 minutes a year ago, and I really don't now. I mean, he's just funny to me.
I
So
understand that, but was he shouldn't have been kicked out of this community just because Bill wanted him out.
nah, who
And
cares?
if he
He
wasn't
could,
really harassing these women.
well, I mean, if he were to come on my live stream, it's not like I'd time him out. So I mean, who
we're
cares?
not timing anyone out. We actually invited him on here. But here's the point I need to make is that
Yeah, I mean,
you
Mr. Peanut
called
Butter.
out
In the
on the
end,
internet
Mr. Peanut Butter left
and
the
said
community
you're a
on his
woman.
own, dude.
No, Bill sent him a threatening letter and everything. Well, supposedly, hell, I don't even know if that's true. Bill lies so much, trying to make himself look like a tough
Okay.
guy, so I don't
And
know.
if you get threatened by Bill Powell, then maybe you should just fucking leave. I mean, dude. Okay, so what? Bill Powell in Podunk, Indiana, sent you a threatening letter. So what, dude? It's the
But yeah,
internet.
so
How do you
what
take
about
any of that
Mr. Peanut Butter
seriously?
blackmailing all those women? So what?
Yeah.
So what? Why did you call him out? Are you
Wait,
a
what?
hypocrite? Okay, so you called out Mr. Peanut Butter for blackmailing women for nudes. So are you a
Okay.
hypocrite? Did
Well,
you
did
call
Bill
that out?
Powell blackmail women for nudes?
What? No, you called out
Okay.
abuse. You called out abuse online.
Well, I would say trying to blackmail it is pretty abusive. Sure.
It is just like using suicide as a vehicle to hit on women.
Okay, well, just block it. Well, dude,
Just
the thing
block
is, okay, well, dude, they can block Mr. Peanut Butter too. But honestly, dude, none of this even matters, man. Because look, with Mr. Peanut Butter, he was going around saying, "Oh my God, Alex is such a racist." So if I see an opportunity to fucking attack him and get him the fuck out, then yeah, so what? Fuck him. You're supposed to down your enemies nowadays, dude. There are especially these scumbags that are just SJW. You're supposed to, yeah, just go score shirts on them. Who cares? Who cares? Just do it. Just do
No,
it.
Constantine, he didn't.
Let's even use the example of Mr. Peanut Butter. Do you think it's a problem if Mr. Peanut Butter were to blackmail a woman for nudes? Like, and are you really gonna say like, oh, they could just block them? Like, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. That like we should just have this. We should just allow that to exist. Like blackmailing for nudes. Mr. Peanut Butter decided, and that's abuse online. But you did call that out.
Right, but again, Bill Powell isn't holding nudes over people's heads.
Right, it's not the exact same thing, but it's still abuse online. The principle is abuse online. You're just saying block them. Why couldn't the woman just block them? Honestly,
Well,
that's just
if Mr. Peanut Butter has their actual nudes over their heads, then it's not as simple as just potentially blocking. But if Bill Powell is just threatening it with himself, yeah, there's a huge
it's
difference.
damaging the reputation of their heads and intimidating them to silence. And if anyone dares to question them, he'll discredit your credibility by saying all these crazy things. Like, yeah, that affects
Yeah,
people.
except Bill doesn't have a platform, dude.
A
He
nude
says
is
this
just
to
a way
10
to do
people.
that. Like what is inherent about a nude? Like a nude does the same thing. A nude is an attempt to defame someone's character in some kind of way, but then that doesn't matter if it's just like in another could negatively affect their business. Like publicly saying someone's like crazy. Oh, that person's crazy. So when that person comes out with something, just know they're crazy. Discredit them. That's that. Like a nude is a token. Like it could
Yeah,
be.
dude, revenge porn is way different than some guy, babbling to a live stream of 10 people. Because revenge porn, Revenge porn literally has forums for it where you post that stuff. Revenge porn can be sent to individual people, but Bill Powell's voice, who nobody even trusts, doesn't matter who you spread that to. It doesn't have any real impact. But an actual picture of revenge porn, yeah, that's way different than a babbling pillhead just bullshitting to 10 people. It's just not the same thing, dude.
I mean, the nude is would be a vehicle to manipulate people into behavior, right? That was Mr. Peanut Butter saying. Like he would manipulate. He would say, "I have this nude," so then, or like he would blackmail for nudes, right? He'll dox you. Like it would actually be he actually said, I'll dox you or send a nude.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what happened.
What do you mean that's what happened? That's like that was like the screenshots.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what they said. I really don't remember them from a year ago. Mr. Peanut Butter has been in the back of my mind, but
Well, I mean, honestly, if abuse and stuff like that are actually an issue, it should be talked about and it should be discussed. Like it's
I
actually
mean,
an issue.
dude, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying revenge porn is not comparable to a pillhead trying to talk shit about somebody. It's just not, dude. Because one of them is illegal. Revenge porn isn't legal. But Bill Powell, babbling like a fool, that is completely legal. It's just you just can't compare the two, dude.
We're not throwing anyone in jail, but we're saying that that's a form of intimidation, and that's a form of intimidation.
Alex, we spent
Yes,
hours upon hours with
but the thing
somebody that
is,
was suicidal.
something like revenge porn is a legitimate form of intimidation. Something like a babbling pillhead like Bill Powell talking to 10 people on a stream, that's not something you should be intimidated by. They're not the same thing. They're not. They're not. And there's levels to it. It's like saying, well, somebody going after a 16-year-old would be just as bad as somebody going after a 1-year-old. No, obviously somebody going after an infant's worse than a 16-year-old. And that's not even comparable either to the situation, because both of those situations are illegal. But Bill Powell exercising his First Amendment right to just be a total pillhead, you can do whatever the fuck you want, dude. Just like you can here with your little January 6th Bill Powell sham trial. And but you can't compare it to Mr. Peanut Butter doing something illegal. It's just not the same, dude.
But the principle was abuse happening online, but then under both scenarios, then you could just say that that's.
Well, the thing is, revenge porn is illegal, and that is sexual abuse.
Yeah, I mean, he just said he would dox him. That was it.
Oh, Mr. Peanut Butter said he would dox him?
Yeah, he doxed him to get the nudes. So it's not like he had a nude hang over their head, and it's not like he had a nude hang over their head. It was that he knew their name, and then he would dox them and all their information, which is something that Bill would be able to do, right?
Oh, they should have just gave him the finger then.
So okay, so then the Mr. Peanut Butter thing wasn't an issue either, because then they could have gave the finger then. Like,
I mean, that's just a pervert, though. That's a pervert in a community trying to expose sexual perverts. Bill Powell is just. Now, again, I mean, I don't think anybody even really takes him seriously now. But he's just a pillhead, he's just a babbling fool.
Alex?
Huh.
We spent hours and hours upon hours, or a year and a half, waiting for this guy who we thought had committed suicide, talking him out of suicide. It's way more serious than just blocking someone. There's way more involved here.
Yeah, I mean, like if people, especially people in the community, they may have had people that have committed suicide, and they'll always have in the back of their mind that they could have done something different, and he's using that as a vehicle to manipulate them. And to say you just ignore that, it's not that simple.
Yep, and I'm one of those, and he and I had those conversations, and he knew about the suicides that I have experienced, and he preyed upon that. And yes, did I allow it? Yeah, Absolutely. But I thought at the time I was doing the right thing and helping someone who had no one else in their life that needed us.
Okay, so now you know he's full of shit and just ignore him.
That's what tonight's about, Alex. Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, when a stream is titled "The Bill Powell Trial," it's the opposite of ignoring him.
No, we're not ignoring it. We're calling it out. Like we're saying that like if anyone has a similar account of events, then then they'll know that it's out in the light, and then all the gaslighting will go away. Because what is happening is a pattern of him intimidating people into silence, and then into what whatever he would want these people to do, and that's where.
Okay, so do you recommend that people block him then?
It's not as simple as blocking, and I just 100% reject them. Obviously that would be a option, but I just don't see. I'm kind of like I don't see how it's as simple as that. As just blocking them when you know that the person has like your info and all these kind of ways that he's like used people. He's used like like suicide things like that, suicide issues to intimidate people, like or make people think they need to do something, like invoking alarm and fear. Like
Okay.
that's
So Ryan wants, more or less, Alex, Ryan wants him out of the community ASAP. Like,
Well, I mean, in the end,
Joe,
that would be up to him to leave or not.
That is not it.
Well, honestly, I am kind of
what
saying
is
that.
it?
I'm making the case
Exactly.
this is not-
I wouldn't say it if Ryan didn't already say it earlier, Brenda.
Well, I mean, I would actually say like I'm making the case, and using my speech and our speech, whatever, that I don't think this is acceptable, and maybe someone could make a case that maybe it isn't acceptable. Maybe the solution is just blocking. I don't know, but I am making the case, and I think we're making the case that it's unacceptable, and that's.
I think I need to make a case of you just going back and hiding in the hotel room with the pred. Like, this shit is just out of control.
Bobby Joe, that's very mature.
Yeah, because I'm sinking to my level with your drama.
Well, you're on here. It's not like you're not on here.
You jumping on this panel and saying everything. That's not drama. Come on, Bobby.
Yeah, I came to debunk your bull crap.
And how many things did I debunk?
And what did you debunk? Stuff that you know nothing
I
about.
haven't got a chance. Like, I'm letting y'all speak.
You don't know shit about nothing.
The Dragon's like, you don't know shit about what I know.
Okay. You know what things that's gone on between
You
mine,
should have
Bill,
caught
and
on,
Brenda's.
like, months
personal
ago
comments.
when you keep on sending me IG friends requests when I don't accept them and I delete them and then you send me them again and like
that wasn't me.
okay.
Her account got hacked.
And that's
Yeah,
certainly
of course.
I never noticed if we were even friends on Instagram or not, so I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
Okay.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. Is that let Jersey Stang on?
Well, I mean, I keep sharing the link.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Pablo.
Oh no.
Pablo!
Was that?
Big boy? You want to watch another movie? Okay, we'll wait.
Wait a second. Where's Jersey been the past 2 years?
Jersey?
Yeah. Dude, I had his number on my old phone, but I don't have it on this phone. Wait, let me see.
He's in the stream.
Yeah, it's been so long.
It's been 2+ years.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I don't have him on here.
Oh. Sure, that's not a troll.
No, nobody would make a troll account of him. He's too I don't know.
That's Jersey. Wow.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Nobody would come back and yeah. Jersey, can you email me at yeah, I had your number on my old iPhone. Email me at this email, dude. I remember your name. I just don't want to say it on stream.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is, but
Yes, he's an OG supporter.
Absolutely. Wow.
can't log in.
Nice to see you, Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is just bringing to light what's been going on, and there's worse accounts that of this, and there is an anonymous person who doesn't want to be identified.
Did that anonymous person text you back? I talked to her earlier today, but did you talk to her?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wise Guy and Jersey are here. It's like 2020 all over again.
And that person, does have a lot of credibility and is well known in the community. And it's the same pattern of using something like reasonable alarm, like a suicide attempt and things like that to I believe it's spraying on people, and that's worth calling out. And
well, I'm glad it took 75 minutes to come to the conclusion that Bill's an attention-seeking pillhead. I mean, I guess we didn't know that 75 minutes ago.
It just went a little deeper than that, Alex. It's been a year of tough, suicidal stuff and tough stuff,
I mean, why did it take a whole year to realize that he's just an attention seeker?
Because they needed to fight against FBC.
We need the attention. If I block Bill, how can I get my male attention online?
Alex, trust me, that's not what it's about. Trust me, I would rather be anywhere in the world than here right now.
Yeah, so I mean,
Did you get that from Bill?
It's not feasible that someone could actually think that someone's at risk of suicide, and then that would invoke alarm. That's not possible.
Okay, so have any of you guys called the cops to his house?
Absolutely.
All right, and what's happened?
You guys are still cutting out for me very bad, so I can't really hear exactly everything that's being said. But why? So why? When we were friends with Bill, why would we block him when we think he might be about to commit suicide? But when then it became a pattern.
Yeah, is that what you should even do? Like, is that the thing to do?
Yeah, you don't block somebody when they're screaming, "I'm going to kill myself."
Serious.
And if I don't see
you again, but if it's been going on for a year now, just I mean, I don't understand.
I did let it go on too long. I did let it go on too long. You're right about that.
Clearly, the fact that you're still entertaining it is just enabling him to keep doing it more.
How?
Say that again, Alex.
5 months ago, Alex.
What?
This is Jersey.
What's up? What's up, D? What up, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Dude, I'm good. Where you been?
We'll have to catch up. It's a long story, but I have to. So I've been watching the stream, and Bill Powell and I have been, we've been friends for a long time. And there's nothing new for Paul.
God, I don't know why my audio is so fucked up.
Everything that he's done, everything you talk about is he's been doing this for years, and everybody's kind of feeding into him. I apologize. Bill has some problems. Bill has some issues in life. But everybody feeds into it because everybody wants to be a, great person and caring person. But this is what Bill Powell's, MO is, and people feed into it and feel sorry for him. At the end of the day, he continues to do the same thing that he's doing for years. So I'm not sure why, at this point, everybody's like, poor Bill, and I got sucked into Bill, and I want to be friends with Bill, and I want to take care of Bill. Everybody wants to take care of each other, but at the end of the day, he continues to do the same boast day in and day out. But I love Bill. Bill's a good person. he just has a lot of issues that people have to realize and take for what it is.
Yeah, no, I think that's spot on.
Lynn and God's Angels, thank you so much for the suicide hotline. Thank you for dropping that so much.
Yeah, man. If someone actually is suicidal, they should, seek help, whatever it is.
You don't block them. You don't block them and say have a nice life, especially when you've experienced it in your own life, and you have the guilt of if you didn't do something, you could have done something, and now you have an opportunity to maybe help someone because this person has told you.
Hey, lady, kill yourself, lady. Hey, lady, kill yourself. Kill yourself, lady. I wish you.
Yeah, it's not fair.
No, seriously.
This is not
I
a
think
laughing matter.
everybody wants to care for each other. At the end of the day, Bill Powell has got to do for what it is online. Bill has been on. He's had a tough life. I assume, but at the end of the day, everybody gets sucked into what he kind of expresses himself online versus what he is in life. So just kind of leave it at that and just kind of take it for what it is. And just as Alex says, if you don't if you don't want to get stuck into it, block him and call it good. And that's all.
Like I said, and thank you for coming up and speaking. I appreciate that. I did block Bill 5 months ago. So I did block him. I did have enough, but it's just not that simple when you're in it and you think you're helping someone.
No, I appreciate that. In my life, I've done a lot of time in the military. I work, for the military right now, and we care about each other. So we're really concerned about their physical well-being, how you operate, day to day. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be, a team. But the caring part really matters. But some people just take advantage of that situation. You got to be able to weed those people out, and and either you play with them or you don't. It's like at the end of the day, you want to be you yourself want to be a good person. You want to be caring for others, but some people just take advantage of that, and you just got to know how to weed that out.
Hi guys.
And that's what he did. He did take advantage of us multiple times.
I just wanted to put my
at the end of the day, it's truly unfortunate that he's really.
Alex, I'm gonna not Alex. Sorry, Ryan. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and I'm gonna get off and come back on, and hopefully you guys will stop sounding like robots every 5 seconds.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, I'll be
Ryan,
right back.
I'm also going to try to get off. That may help too. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I'm not entirely in the loop of what's going on. But I know that there's a lot of discord in this panel, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it because there's an issue about someone saying the R word, and there's an issue.
You mean
of,
retard?
No, the other one.
What's the other R word?
Rape. But
okay, rape.
There's an issue with manipulation, and I can't make sense of all this because everybody's fighting, and
Are you talking about Tommy? I think you're on a whole different subject.
Like I said, I'm not entirely in the loop. But like, I just want everybody to get along, and I want everybody in the community to come together and realize what we're doing here. I mean, I'm a survivor too. I've been through a lot of things, and I've been through you know a lot of the same things, not same, but like similar things that you guys have been through. And I just want everybody to come together and sing in unison, per se. you know
No, I
Yeah.
think at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for, right? We're here for exposing child predators, or protecting children. All this additional bullshit that's going on the outside is really disturbing to me. But at the end of the day, it's going to happen. It's going to happen because it's online. It's just as Alex said. There's focus on what we're here for. All this additional drama. I mean, we're online right now. You can't validate a lot of people. You can't validate who they are, where they came from, and what they're dealing with life to life. But when I look at everything, it's like, for me, it's really disturbing to listen to people just like, kind of living in on other people's lives. Um, Especially with Bill Powell. Bill Powell has been around for a long time, and this is nothing new. He's just picking on new people and exposing what it is.
See, you
Yeah,
missed
that didn't
it.
fix anything for me.
They entertained the Bill Powell for a long time. So it's nothing new. If they would get rid of all these drama pages where more trolls come in to feed into the bullshit, maybe we could go back to an actual community we were a year ago.
Oh, 100%. And that's where I kind of I started losing the community. I watched all the videos and everything. But at the end of the day, the reason why I joined the community was because of what was going on online and everything else. It was huge victims of everything I read stuff. But now it's kind of like it's expanded, and you got different personalities. But at the end of at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's what it is. Is protecting children, exposing these predators online, and it is just put yourself in focus on where you are right now. You got your own personal lives. This online stuff that happens, take it for what it is, but don't put too much work, too much thought into it, or put too much, uh, your personality into it. Just kind of just take relax, and I appreciate people, and I definitely care about people, but I also have an opportunity where I can really gauge somebody and see where the bullshit happens and where it's not happening. That's cool.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, like I said before, I just want everybody to get along and come together and figure their shit out, and instead of being irrational and threats and all that other stuff. I mean, I couldn't imagine the effect that those threats and everything have on people, and but at the same time we have to move past that and focus on what's really important here.
Nobody on this channel is talking about threats or the allegations you're talking about. So I don't know.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
confused.
At the end of the day, it's like Alex and I go way back,
We
and I appreciate
do.
everything that Alex has done and everything that Alex has gone through in the last at least 2 years that I've known him, seeing all the bullshit he's been through. But he's been doing a lot of good work, and it's unfortunate, the online community and social media just kind of makes it what it is. But you know, at the end of the day, he's really making a difference. And everybody else that wants to get after this problem is doing it. And I appreciate everybody that does this effort, and I fully support it 100%, regardless of what it is. But I'm not interested in listening to this drama, and I think this drama is kind of like you know, kind of making people kind of step off to the left versus go down to the priority of what we're doing out here.
I agree. I got an announcement to make, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, Jersey, how can we get in touch with each other without like leaking our personal info? Oh, he just left. Okay. Well, shit. Let me see if he's still in the chat. But
This device is not connected. I don't know.
Oh, did he disconnect?
It just says device is not connected. I don't know.
Oh, for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did my chat just show up? ppoachers3@gmail.com?
Well, yours says oh yeah, in your chat.
Yeah, it's in there.
Hold on.
Ryan, where'd Brenda go?
Is she backstage?
All right.
I don't see her.
Well,
No.
anyway, we're going to be live on Puggy Pug in a few minutes. We're going to be doing decoy calls. So I'll see you guys on there. Well, Maddie the decoy will. But anyway, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.
Did she hang up from you?
Did who hang up?
Did Brenda hang up?
Yeah, I think she was trying to just join the stream instead.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything more to add.
I don't understand why you all keep cutting out so bad.
And
Am I
Decaf, I just want to be in the loop. Like, I want to know what's really going on here. Because I've been watching this for like, you know, the last hour, and I can't wrap my head around like what's really going on here. I'm really confused.
So, what this stream is about is multiple accounts of, I guess, perceived emotional abuse towards women in the community, and you know, there's kind of reason to believe that, you know, there was attempts to discredit them and to have them not speak out, and basically just giving everyone a platform to speak out about.
Oh my God! Just rewind and watch the video, please. Like
what?
Like, just tell him to rewatch the video. He's got time. Like, there's way too much bullshit that's been going on. He could watch videos and catch up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not being rude, broadband, but.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
You're just gonna have to go back and watch.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's generally what's going on, though. I'm not sure we have. Wait, can you hear me?
You're cutting out. I think it's on my end. Everybody keeps cutting out except for Bobby Joe, and I think she has been off and on for me. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm out of here, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brenda's coming in.
Hey, I'm back.
What's up, Brenda?
Hey, broadband. Thanks for your kind words.
I try to be kind in times where there is darkness.
Thank you.
Yeah, so have Mackenzie and I, and it's, you know, and Alex, don't get me wrong, Alex had a lot of good points, but when you're in the situation and you don't want to give up on somebody who has told you the rest of the world has given up on them, and you're all they have, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Exactly.
How do you hit that block button?
Yeah.
You are the only ones. And Mackenzie would call, Brenda, I can't deal with Bill tonight. Can you please? Absolutely. I would say to her, I can't do it today, Mackenzie. Can you please handle it? I mean, that's horrible what he did to us. And then to come online day after day for a week, maybe not day after day, but every other day for a week where he never used to do lives to just discredit us. Like, I don't want to be here right now. Trust me. Bottom
Yeah,
line, we did not want to give up on somebody that we thought needed us.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think in general, what it's about is just bringing, the kind of like account of events just to light, so that maybe if there's other people with a similar situation that they would bring, they'll now feel that they can bring their account to light.
Right.
I came to this, I told, I actually explained to Mackenzie and Ryan today how I ended up in this cesspool. When COVID hit, real estate agents weren't, what's the necessary? I can't think of the word right now. My brain is fried after this week. I keep thinking mandated reporter. Essential workers. So real estate was stopped for several months. Our lobbyists worked together and said, hey, people need housing. We need realtors. Guess what? They are essential workers. So we went back to work. But we couldn't go into the office and we couldn't do showings. They were all virtual. So you sit home a lot more, right? You're on the internet more. And I'm pretty sure 80% of the world was in the same position I was, on the computer more than you ever were in your life. I still do, but I had to stop volunteering. I had to stop doing the food banks. I had to stop doing the soup kitchens. I had to stop doing the rape counseling. I went online to fulfill all of those things that I enjoyed doing and found the predator community. I had followed it for years and was silent for many years. I started way back. I live in Michigan. Everybody knows this now. Everybody knows my name, my number, my street address, where I work, my office number. Everybody knows this now. Didn't want that. Didn't want the two to collide. I didn't want a client to say, hey, Brenda, I saw you on panel last night, or why are you a survivor?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. I don't know what happened, but you're back. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
I dropped out? I'm very
Yeah.
For like a
You
second.
left off at why are you a survivor?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want clients to ask, have that, tell me your survivor story, or I saw you in this community. So COVID hits, you've got extra time, you go online, and I thought I could be a help to this community, didn't want to be on the front lines. Everybody that knows me, I wanted to stay behind the scenes, be a shoulder for people to lean on, to cry on, to quote unquote counsel, to help. And that's all I ever wanted. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I certainly didn't want the attention I am getting right now by any means. And Alex did say that, and that is not what I wanted here at all. Locksmith and I started our stream. I was his co-host. We realized that there was at least 40% of the community that had chronic pain, that were up all night, that couldn't sleep, that needed a place to hang, wanted a place to talk. Alex team, Tommy team, everybody in between came to Locksmith stream at that time and were friends. Nobody talked crap on each other. People were kind. It was an awesome, awesome time for a couple of months. And then it turned into what it is today.
Yep, and it's sick.
Yes. And I feel like I'm here today because I tried to help someone who told me they had no one else. And the 6 people that were in this group chat, not on Discord, not on IG, in a personal private text with our real phone numbers that we talked every day, several times a day for over a year, almost a year and a half now.
Yep.
So it's a little bit different that it's not just the internet, you guys. You got somebody telling you that he has no one else. Everyone else has either died or given up on him. And you think that you can possibly help him and be the one person that can, stand by him when everybody left and prove to him that there's still good people in this world.
Brenda, no tears.
I felt that
They're
way about
not.
a few people, and some of those people were good people, and some of those people were bad people, and I learned that sometimes it's more worth it to take a step back and take a breather and try and
I
get
have
some
for
fresh
about
air.
6 months. Broadband, I've been gone for about 6 months. I've been a little bit here and there. I've talked to Ryan a little bit, talked to Mackenzie a little bit, but I've been pretty much gone for 6 months. And I can't believe trolls. Ha ha, crying. I'm glad you think this is funny, buddy. Thanks. This is what we don't need. We've got a community full of people that have been traumatized by the worst thing that can ever happen to them. And we're supposed to be helping each other, not tearing each other apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just did a mess on Van before. I may have contributed.
What,
You
Ryan?
had to, though. You had to. Free speech, Ryan.
Yep. So, I don't know. Is there any more to add on, like, just generally or specifically, any account of the situation?
Thank you,
Oh,
everyone. Thank you very much. The chat's being very kind right
audio?
now. Thank you.
Is my audio on?
Yeah.
Is my audio on?
Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, is there anything more to add, anyone? Or
Well, things went a little sideways with a couple contributors, so that kind of puts a wrench in our plans. So I'm not sure. Mackenzie, do you have anything? I mean, there's so much more to say, but
I think the best thing we can do is pick up where we left off and move on and try and make things better and try and make things right. And whatever that means for each of us individually, whether it's space that we need or whether it's more involvement in the community or whether it's
less,
doing
more or
less,
less, yeah.
more or less, whatever it is, I think whatever we decide is right for ourselves, I think we should do it.
Always. Yep, absolutely. I would like to plead to Bill. Bill, please stop publicly talking about Mackenzie, I, or anybody else. Please. Please.
yeah, and in general, as far as the purpose of the stream, there was a lot of people that have obviously clearly like a negative connotation to the stream, and they're gonna kind of categorize in all kinds of ways. And to me, it was every reason to have this conversation because it was being dismissed as gossip, but it's a serious issue. And if what happens is if the world tells me that don't talk about this, don't talk about this, don't talk about this, right? And I think it's a serious issue. That's every reason to talk about it. And pretty much every time that happens, I'm gonna have any kind of conversation that we should have, and I don't make any decisions based on what gets views or subscribers or or content or anything like that. I've never once asked someone to subscribe and like or whatever or share. I just do. I really, to be honest with you, I just do what I think, and I think that having this conversation is was the right thing to do, and I still do. And every reason that there was like pushback and it was being miscategorized, every reason to have a conversation, and
Yep.
and that's really
Well, I think
uh,
we found out today how everybody really feels about the situation. And I think that's the most important thing we should take from this is how we all feel about everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and it took a 27-year-old, very intelligent young man. You guys can pick on him all you want, but he will stand up tall and straight and do what he feels is right. And he taught me and encouraged me to come forward and to
Yep.
not be bullied and not be silenced.
Neither one of
Well,
us would have come forward if it hadn't been for Ryan
No,
helping
we
and
would not.
encouraging us.
Yep.
You're
Yep, that is
entitled
absolutely true.
you're entitled to your emotions and your voice, and you're allowed to feel your emotions and speak your mind.
A lot of
That's what I
times you don't
believe.
feel you can, though.
Well, that's the whole reason behind this, I guess, is to empower us, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. And it took little old envy cap to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyone's coming forward and saying, something that, there's a lot of stigma surrounding, despite the stigma still coming up, I think that, shows a lot of courage. So, I mean, I'm just offering the platform, really. And I don't know, I
And
mean,
thank you. Thank you for that platform.
and yeah, and I
Ryan,
mean,
thank you.
honestly, I mean, there is a lot of bad things said, from like derogatory things, said about like me making the stream, whatever, and the D word drama. If I think it's the right thing to do, I mean, I'm just not gonna care what the follow is, however bad it is, whatever they say. That tells me that there's more of a reason to have that conversation because there's gatekeeping. They're saying as much as you know, there's gonna be more of a pushback to say don't do this, don't do this, and there's some value at the other side, where there's like a really a legitimate issue. Anyone can hate envy cat, whatever it is, hate the channel, don't like it, but we
Envy
should
Cap,
we
I
should
always thought you were really cool. Like I always
yeah,
thought you were a really down to earth, chill, reasonable person. And, I
That
never had
that
any
he
quarrels
is.
with you.
I'm very violent and unreasonable. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, but in general, um, like I just think like I don't know. I mean, I've never been like a social media person before predator catching, and the issues behind what we do is exposing predators, and I will do catches like we're getting two more decoy phones, but I've literally never I don't say like, subscribe, or share. I'm not interested in what gets content and what doesn't. Um, I think that like an MVCap, I don't think it's just me. I like to think of it as like we're all MVCap. Like what is MVCap? Non-violent
Team
citizens.
NVCap. Team
Yeah,
NVCap.
it's non-violent citizens against predators. It's like if you're a citizen, non-violent against predators, that's MVCap, and it's highlighting maybe our constitutional rights. Part of it is to uh, you know uh, gather information and evidence against predators and convict them. I've done that. I've done. I think I'm at like I don't even know. Like I don't like count it like that, but like it's around like 25 I think catches, and I've been on about 50 in total. has been convictions. I've seen other predator catchers get convictions, and a main reason why I started predator catching is the idea that a citizen can, just the constitutionality of a citizen can change laws. It can convict predators, and you know the that's the real value of it. It's not about content. Cause so to be honest with you, like there's people I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's people that would say, like why doesn't it have more subscribers? Whatever it is, I've never made subscribers a goal. Like if I had a couple hundred. I mean, to me, on my scale, I've never had any kind of social media at all. Social media is a very new thing to me. You know, as far as like going live or doing podcasting, I mean, I guess not too new because I've been doing it for about a year, but in general, that's not like what I want to do. Is I just want to offer a platform where we highlight the issues behind why we do what we do, and a component of that can be gathering information on predators and doing catches. That's a legitimate element. And that's it, like and if there's a conversation that there's a lot of stigma, a lot of pushback to not have that does legitimately involve this issue, that's every reason to do it. And I don't care unless you have a gun, you're gonna like pull it. You're not gonna stop NVCAP from doing this, and we should absolutely do this.
Oh, there is no stopping NVCAP. I've tried.
Yeah, and actually, many times, Brenda and Dragonfly, they would say like to not have this conversation publicly because of all the things that would be said. Like, is it dramatic? But bringing this to light, I believe, is of value, and that's why we're here.
And I got baited, and I fell for it.
Yeah. And honestly, even throughout this stream, I'm getting messages on more information regarding this. So that kind of just shows that, just the fact that we were willing to go through the stigma, and I don't care how bad any comment is or how bad whatever it is, that it's gonna have no effect. It shouldn't have an effect. That's not, if there's value in having a conversation, we should have a conversation. And I think that this actually emboldened more people to actually come forward about a similar issue they're having, and that's what we should do. Yep. I don't know. Is there anything anyone more has to say? I don't know if I said that right.
No, you did. No, you did great. Casey's backstage and he would like to say something.
And that Jersey guy asked to come back up as well. Jersey staying.
Oh, I didn't scroll down.
I'm not trying. I'm not responding to you guys on purpose. It's just like literally every 5 seconds, you guys go robot for me, and I can't figure out why. So I'm not even.
Sorry.
Oh, it's been like
darn.
this since like half the stream. I don't know why, but yeah.
It probably sounds like I have a smoker's voice because I've been crying a little bit today. Sorry.
I'm not making out everything everybody's saying.
I do vape though, so maybe.
Oh. Well, I mean, I put Casey on, but he's not saying anything. I don't know. Oh, is he on?
Oh man, where to start? Where do I start on old Billy Boy here? Let's see. Well, first, I guess it starts with
exactly Cassie
thing about he messaged me through several of his accounts on Instagram. But I will state that the few times I have checked my Instagram, I have never received one message, not once, from Bill Powell. He went into several of his live streams, and that was the topic is Casey CP&I keeps dodging me. That punk keeps dodging me. He won't talk to me. He never sent me any messages. There's lie one.
Yep. Yep, he does that shit
Um,
too.
Yep, that's classic bulliness.
And then getting Ed to back him up on that, and others to back him up
And
on
others.
that. And then let's see, he brought up the false allegations and false background on somebody he claimed to be my wife that ended up being somebody by a totally different name who, yes, at one point tried to steal my wife's identity, but was not my wife. The record he pulled up on that lady was from Kingfisher, Oklahoma. The only place my wife has lived in Oklahoma has been in K County, Oklahoma, and in Pottawatomie County and Seminole County, Oklahoma. Never been in Kingfisher County, Oklahoma. Never been to Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Never been to court there. And I can pull all the DOC, ODCR records. I actually plan to do a video and show my record and show my wife's record just to prove that Bill Liar is a piece of shit liar. Or, my bad, Bill Powell is a piece of shit liar. Might as well call him Bill Liar because that's what he does best is lie. And then we wrap it up with Spicy Sauce admitting in several lives that several months ago in Courtney Elizabeth's panel, when there was supposedly an account that was me talking sexually to Courtney and making rude comments and asking for me and Southwest's link to be dropped. Come to find out, Spicy Sauce admitted that that was him, and then went on and admitted that he is PP Ryan Army reactivated, and that yes, that was him in courts. And Bill, earlier in his own live, refused to see that PP Ryan Army reactivated was admitting he was trolling as me in Courtney's live, asking for those links to be dropped. Anytime facts get brought up in front of him, he seems like he will try to mute them. He'll try to shut them out because they don't play to his narrative.
Yep.
Wait,
I'm
so
sorry that happened to you, Casey.
Yep.
wait, so Bill said. Wait, I'm kind of confused. Like, Bill said he was the right account, or was, I don't know. Did he, like,
I don't know why he wanted to reach out to me, but he supposedly said he had reached out to me on Instagram several times, and I was ducking him and dodging him. He never sent me a message, not one, on Instagram, on any Instagram accounts. And that started it all. And then when the whole exposure of Matt came about, and then he decided that him and Ed decided they were going to expose me, and they exposed me, and they tried to call me a child abuser for a child neglect charge. And the child neglect charge literally stemmed off of me having 0.2 grams of marijuana in my car while I had my son in the car with me.
Wow.
And he tried to call me a child abuser for that. And then he tried to pull up my wife's record and say that my wife got possession with the intent to distribute methamphetamine, and that she ran a trap house and got a 5-year suspended sentence. And come to find out, he pulled up somebody who went by the name of Cassandra Marietta Williams, was her real name. When she got arrested, she tried to give my wife's name and date of birth, and even was off on the date of birth, and that's how they figured it out. Come to find out, this lady does live in Oklahoma like we did. But she is actually 6 or 7 months younger than my wife actually is. Her actual birth date, this woman that they tried to say was my wife, is May of 93. My wife is December of 92. So they were very close, but they couldn't even pull up the right background when they tried to run that background.
yeah, I don't know too much about that situation, but yeah, I can't really speak on that. I just don't know anything about it.
I think just what he's getting at is that Bill is a liar, saying that he reached out to him on Instagram and stuff, and he never did.
Yeah, another part of the panic.
Absolutely. Yeah. And not only that he tries to feed into those lies and get people to believe those lies by bringing up backgrounds that don't match the people he's talking about.
Yes, hence the reason why it's important to speak your truth and dispute those so people don't believe those things, regardless if it's the internet or not. You know, I've talked to a couple people like this. It's only the internet. It's only the internet. Well, I'm telling you, there's still real people behind these keyboards and behind these floating heads that have heartbeats and have feelings and have emotions. It's not just the internet.
Yeah, and I mean, there's actually one thing I don't get is it was kind of like an attack on the stream was kind of said like almost like why are you being triggered by all this stuff, but I thought like free speech was a solution. This is literally all right. So there's a set issue. Let's have anyone talk about it. There was people that back Bill up, talk about it on the stream. There's people here, saying what they're saying. We let everyone up, and we say, we said what we said. Like that's literally free speech as a solution. I did an unban before. Those crazy things that happened, like a person said, I don't know. I don't know if I should repeat what like a person briefly came in and said, but I literally we just applied free speech to whatever the issue is. Having all sides heard, and I mean I don't know like what else was supposed to be done. Like what else was a solution?
Right.
It's like maybe instead of blocking, how about publicly calling it out and then bring awareness to an issue? So I don't know. I mean that's
Absolutely.
And especially if people are saying to not do that for really no good reason other than some content argument, that's really every reason to do that. And that's what I would say.
Oh, and
Absolutely.
wasn't Bill and Ed and that whole crew, I'm going to refer to from now on, I think, as the keyboard warrior clique, because that's what they seem like. They were all about don't attack catchers' wives, attack the catchers, but don't attack their families and don't attack their wives. And then they tried to attack my wife, and my wife hadn't even entered into the community at that point.
Very true. That is very true. I do have to say, Victor wants a shout out from you, Broadband. So if you could say, "Hey, Victor,"
What's
he'd
up,
really
Victor?
appreciate that.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
was letting everybody talk.
No, you did good. And Richard B is asking Victor to come back to bed. Oh, there is some very good people in this community.
As far as my thoughts on Carmen, she's doing fine. As far as I know, she's got a decent job. She's taking care of herself and her cats, and I don't know what her plans are for, Save Our Children predator prevention, SOC. But I know that one day she'll start making videos again, and she made a promise that she wouldn't, abandon the channel, and I think I want to keep her to her word.
Awesome, Broadband. Good.
And I mean, sometimes like a huge, argument against like MVCap is I let everyone say whatever they're gonna say, even if they say like crazy things or whatever.
Hang on, Ryan. I'm sorry, Ryan. Jersey's staying us backstage. He's been asking to come back on for a minute.
Oh yeah, but he's not backstage.
Huh?
He's not backstage.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead. I just thought I'd tell you he was trying to come back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was at one point, but I didn't see him right now at least.
Okay.
But yeah, in general, a huge argument against MVCap is letting everyone speak. Not banning anyone. It's kind of like, how do you let this happen in your chat? How do you let that happen in your chat? How do you let this person say that? Well, that's that's we apply free speech to everything. That's what it is. And people can
And it
disagree with that.
is your channel. What a concept. It's your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of think like if they just really don't, if they just people like just really don't like a certain content or channel. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying to leave, but it's kind of just to an extent. It's like, what are you doing? It's just kind of I don't get it. I don't know. It's just kind of confusing. Like I don't understand the virtue of like I don't know. I'm kind of just picturing like someone like just watching a channel, right, and then just being like, I'm mad at this. I don't like this. I hate this. I hate the show. I hate it. And then I don't know. They're watching it. I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. But in general, I think that we're just kind of just having everyone speak. Oh, another person's backstage. Oh, got a Southwest.
Hey. Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, hi
Yeah.
Jeff.
All
Hi,
good.
I'm mainly
Hey,
up.
bro.
I
Huh?
was mainly.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello. How's everybody?
Could be better. Could be better.
Yeah,
I'm doing
I'm mainly up
fantastic.
here. Hey, it's broadband.
Broadband. Fantastic.
I'm sorry, dude. What's up, man?
Not much. Just I'm actually on 2 streams right now. I'm on NVCap's stream and I'm on my own stream. But
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wanted to give my 2 cents
Gotcha.
in the whole conversation. But I tried to keep it as positive as possible.
Yeah, I had to get my grandson. Brendan knows I had my grandson over and had to get him down for the night and everything. So, but I just came on basically for moral support behind everybody that's up here. Is the main reason why I came on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you, Jeff.
you. And I'm glad that Casey finally got a chance to tell the real side.
Yes.
His phone kept dying too. We were being polite, just kind of waiting, doing our thing. I guess he was doing his thing, I was doing mine, but just wanted to say that was about it. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
but we support you guys 100%.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you very much. That means a lot.
No problem. All right, I'll get off here so others can come up if need be. I have no reason other than to be supported as much as I can, I guess.
Thank you.
All right,
If anybody can find where Locksmith is, please let me know.
Oh, hold on. Let me get the padlock. Wait, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I gotta go back.
Hi, Jersey.
He's knowing Locksmith. He's probably going to sleep for 14 hours after his stream.
Well, I'm
In
not
part 1
going to
and
stop
part 2.
streaming. I'm not going to stop streaming my stream, even though I haven't slept in 2 days, until he gets back on, like he promised.
Oh.
I told him I was
boy.
going to take over until he got back on. So I've been streaming for 12 hours and 45 minutes now.
Oh,
or wait,
wow.
no, just 11 hours. My bad.
Just 11.
Hey, so I just want to kind of add, to the folks that was manipulated and caring about Bill. I apologize, and I feel your pain, and I feel your comfort, and I feel, how you feel as a person. But at the end of the day, this is not new, and it just sucks. I feel bad that you guys went through this situation, and if you would have talked, if we had this conversation a year ago, you would have heard the same stories, the same situation, and the same everything that went on. This is not new, but this is the deal with online. But people have, personal feelings and caring about other people. But at the end of the day, people get hurt, and I apologize for that.
No need to apologize, but thank you.
No, it just sucks. At the end of the day, it really sucks. And as I'm sitting back here, watching the stream, and knowing Bill, it just kind of really hurts for me to hear other people getting hurt. But this is not new. You know, this has been going on for 2 years. Everybody's
Yeah,
Everybody's
and
helping Bill.
we
Everybody wants to. Everybody at the end of the day, everybody wants to help Bill. Everybody wants to
yep.
help Bill from not committing suicide. Everybody wants to help Bill from not fucking, doing drugs. Everybody wants to help Bill this, that, and the other thing. But at the end of the day, people care about other people, and then people get hurt at the end of the day. But this is Bill's MO. So
And I'm sorry that you
It's
obviously experienced that firsthand. It sounds like.
No, I just know friends that experience Bill, and I know Bill personally, and it is what it is.
That's another thing we wrestled with. We're like, if we can't say anything. And then we're like, well, if we don't go forward, we know we're not the only ones. And I'm culpable if I don't speak up.
No,
and
But
then
yeah,
and then there was a few other women who did speak up, but they didn't want to be mentioned. But thank you for speaking up and letting us know that we're not crazy and that he does do these things and he's been doing them for a long time.
Oh yeah, this
yeah,
is common for Bill.
thank you.
Like I said, I appreciate Bill. I've always enjoyed Bill. Bill has always been one of those people off to the side that I would chat to, and we would talk about guns, we talk about other things, talk about military stuff, which I appreciate. But the common MO with women is that he's gonna kind of talk about his issues and his problems, but at the end of the day, it's not your problem, and he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and just don't take it too personal. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, we don't anymore. But
Not
at the
anymore.
time,
We don't know.
we really thought we were helping him,
Oh
And
yeah, at the
yeah,
end of the day, everybody wants to help Bill. Everybody wants to help Bill, but I can tell you, Bill's gonna ask for a lot of help for many, many years until he's alive. Why is he alive? It's gonna happen. It's all it is. But
yeah,
at the end, it's unfortunate that online people care about other people, and you get stuck into these situations where you think you want to help somebody, but that's for me, I'd rather have somebody focus on themselves and then have the externals kind of help enforce that. But at this point, it's all about a single individual kind of, expressing an opportunity to gain some interest and attention from other, possibly women. And I don't like it, but it's just my opinion. But
thank
just
you.
Yes,
just
thank
take
you.
it for,
Thank you.
just take it for what it's worth, and and that's what it is. And Bill's gonna be Bill until he finally moves on to the next place. So over.
Yeah, I appreciate your words. Thank you for taking the
Yes,
time.
thank you so much.
Hey, babe, goodbye. Here. So,
Hey, Koopa.
Hi, Koopa.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Sure can. Thanks.
Hey, what's happening? Oh, I appreciate it. So what's up? What's going on?
Wow. Yeah, we're all speechless now.
There's a
Yeah.
major lag in my audio. I might have to get out and come back in. Shit. All right, so I had a question. All right, this is super random, right? This is a super random question. It has nothing to do with predator catching. I was just curious. If you were thrown butt naked into a battle arena armed with nothing but a knife, and you have the choice of going against either a rhino or a bear, and if you kill it, you go free. What would you rather fight?
I'd pick the rhino.
I didn't. I
Oh
only heard
shit.
part of that because my audio keeps cutting out. Everybody's keeps cutting out for me, so I didn't hear all that.
I would choose a rhino.
You'd have the rhino.
So there, see, yep,
Then you know.
All
definitely.
right, I got another question. What would you guys rather have? Would you rather have the power to turn invisible, right? Like just snap your fingers, you turn invisible, or the power to fly like Peter Pan.
Invisible.
I'd like to fly. It sounds like a wonderful experience.
How
I
about
don't
it
know.
being
I'm
an invisible rhino?
invisible rhino. My audio's messed up. I might have to get out and come back in.
Okay.
I have one more question. So if there is like a if there is a ray gun that can shrink you infinitely small or grow you infinitely huge, which universe would you rather be more interested in exploring?
I'd rather be
Small.
small.
You'd go small?
I'd go
Yep.
big.
Yeah,
I
You're
want to
I'll say
see
already
the
small.
big,
grand scale.
broadband.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out and see if it fixes it. But yeah, I just thought I'd liven it up a little bit. You know.
Thank you,
Always
Koopa.
appreciate you, Koopa. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
I hope all is well, and
Alice.
recap. I'm gonna see if this fixes it right here.
I want to be a small invisible rhino. How about that, Koopa?
All right.
Wouldn't it be amazing to see the grand scale of the universe? I mean,
I
essentially, if you grew as big as the universe, wouldn't that technically make you God?
would never want to be a god.
Mm-mm.
That would be awesome.
You really think so?
Well,
Yeah, I
alright.
mean, being able to see everything and know everything and be everything.
No
I
way.
mean,
No
being one with
thanks.
everything, that would be the ultimate scale of transcendence.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, but I wouldn't want any part of that.
Yeah.
So I can tell you from, so I work for the military, and I look at a global scale on adversaries, and it's way too much for me to understand. So when you start talking about what you're talking about right now, it's kind of like that kind of expresses something that I can't even comprehend outside of the military right now. It's like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's enormous. But yeah, it's tough.
And I know some service members and women do not like to be thanked, but thank you. I hope you don't take that wrong, but thank you for your service.
No, it's all good. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been
Thank you.
I've been in the service for about 38 years now, and that's what I live in.
Wow.
That's
And
amazing.
so it's all good. So no, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like we talk about this big global thing and worldwide thing. I focus in on a lot of the how to protect the United States, and a lot of these concepts and ideas just hard for me to get my arm around or my mind around, because at the end of the day I want to protect the United States. So it's tough.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was thinking we should maybe. I was thinking of like ending off the stream at the 3 hour mark.
All right.
Around
Thanks
there.
for having me on.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Broadband.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
We'll see you over and we'll jump on your channel eventually, sooner than later. Obviously, it's just last couple weeks have been kind of crazy with the great grandma stuff, and yeah.
Well, hopefully, if I don't pass out from sleep deprivation, I'll probably be on for the next 20 hours or so.
All right, we got to get Locke to pass that torch back, right?
Yeah, I need Locke to take the torch.
Mm-hmm. And he's not answering his
He's
all
probably
forms of.
passed out, but he has well deserved rest if he's getting any.
Yeah, yeah. I know he was worried about that Dodge key. I hope he figured that out.
Yeah. We were talking about all sorts of different stuff yesterday, and I really liked the way
Nice.
that the panel was yesterday, and I want to keep that same energy.
Victor, I think it's just Broadband Studios. That's the name of your channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor, just Broadband Studios.
Okay, I need to get the link.
The neutral zone. Yeah, didn't you put him in the other day, right? Or no, Locksmith put you on his Nightbot, didn't he, Broadband?
Oh, yeah, so
I believe so.
Ryan's very, very good about dropping links for anybody for their
Thank
channels.
you.
He's very supportive. Yep.
yeah, Broadband Studios will be the after MVCap show. That's what it'll be.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, for letting us come up and speak and for hearing us out and listening to us and being there for us all this
Yeah.
time. And just thank you. And thank you, everyone that showed support and kind words. And
Hey, Brenda and
Yes.
Mackenzie, I want to commend you for getting out from under the thumb of that lying POS.
thank you, Casey. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey.
It's a huge relief. You have no idea.
Yep,
And
it
I
is.
think we
It
could
is.
all possibly agree that if we just got rid of the scum of Ed and Bill and that crew, this community would be 1,000 times better.
I think it would be a lot less toxic. Yes.
Hey, and my final word to you guys is I apologize for the women that was kind of afflicted by Bill's issues, and at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all care about each other, and unfortunately, he kind of hooked you guys in. And, my sincere apologies, apologies to you guys, but everybody's doing great work, and if we could focus on the children, then it's all good. And then this bullshit going on the outside, it's all chaff at the end. So kind of just push it aside and kind of move forward. And just how I said, it's that button at the end of the day that it kind of puts silence to other people that you don't want to talk to and you're not interested in talking to, but it means something because you're not receiving that information, and you're making yourself a good person, and we're all focused on the end result.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk soon, okay? Tell everybody.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Look forward to it. Bye-bye.
My
Bye.
Instagram and Facebook is open if you two ever need to message for anything.
Thank you,
Aw,
Casey.
thank you, Casey.
That's very
Thank
nice of you. Thank you.
Alright, so I think we're gonna end it off here. Check out Broadband Studios, and maybe someday it'll be Fiber Optic Studios.
It's good
Well,
to dream, right?
Maybe there's going to be another channel coming out soon with Locksmith included and Cap, and we're probably going to be called Dial-Up Pred Prevention. So I don't know what's going to go on there, but we'll see.
What's your name?
Dial-Up Pred Prevention. I love it.
It's not the official name, but it's the name I like.
It's pretty iconic. It's kind of catchy. I do like it. Too, just so you know, chat and panel too knows. The beginning of this was not the way it started. Was not the intention of it. It could have been a lot calmer and a lot different, I think. But the end result we got here. So.
Yep.
Well, I'll see you guys hopefully on my stream or another day.
Probably another day, Broadband. I'm pretty tired with
Of course.
last week, but we'll definitely pop over there eventually, okay?
Get yourself some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, sir.
You gotta take the next shift, Broadband. So that's what, yeah.
Exactly, yep. All right, good night, everyone.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you. Yep, good job, Mackenzie.
Maybe I'll see you in the morning in BCAP or whatever.
Good night, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Night.